combat is over. Therefore, I need to go to the party sheet and reset bennies. Reset adventure cards. There we go.
I got one that's uniquely suitable for Morgana right now.
Bing bong.
So, it's I've got you currently. I have you all at the marshal's office. It would appear. It's all very quiet today. It's very disconcerting.
And it didn't get any noisier.
I'm quite paranoid that I'm all here on my own. Is no one going to sort of move or do anything? John Smith goes, right you are, Marshal, and starts striding forwards, going, come, my fine fellows of the Reckless, let's investigate.
Nobody's killed him yet. What the hell is wrong with you guys?
Quite paranoid here.
I have a question about one of my cards. Does gaining a d6 in any skill mean adding a d6 to an existing skill, or does it mean just adding it to a skill that you don't have? Like, can you boost a skill that you have using that card? I guess it doesn't really make sense that way.
Something you never understood before suddenly clicks. Therefore, it's a skill you don't have. You get D6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the way I read that card.
So it doesn't bump the dice; it just gives you a d6. Okay. Thank you.
Last week. Apparently, Rigger Raven says hi, Morgana. Apparently, you two played together in a game last week.
What was it that said that?
Rigger_Raven.
Oh, Talon's Pathfinder for Savage Worlds on game day. We played one that we had already played, but because of the way he switched it up, I was still, and I was hanging back because I'd already played that. So.
Yep, apparently that's exactly it. Do you know? I need to get a good collection of spaceships at some point. But anyway, not to worry.
Is that a sound effect, or what's that breathing noise?
Other than me other than me having some severe burpings, I have no idea what you're on about. Yeah, could be anything.
I believe it was me having breakfast.
Well, I'm off. I thought the crew of the Reckless were an intrepid bunch. I'll just head on my own, says old John Smith. And
where's John Smith going?
No, let him go. Let him go. He's, takes his.
You all agreed to while the Marshal stays back guarding Lilith. You were all heading down to investigate the ship, Lilith's ship.
And where was that ship located at?
On basically on one of the landing pads, an umbilical passage would be connecting it from the airlock to the station.
Oh, okay. Can we move around that way then?
Well, that was the idea. If you remember, I gave you the map to allow you to position yourselves.
I think it was here, wasn't it? Was it this location? Oh,
I'm going to say that
one
looks
of them.
Looks like a nice long umbilical, doesn't it? Linda's gone outside. I hope she's wearing a spacesuit.
Which one did?
So did John really bug her off?
Oh, can we?
Oh yeah, and then John Hibbity overtook. Then Hibbity overtook. So Hibbity, John, and Linda have made, and Morgana have made it down the boulevard, and are currently at the landing bay. The rest of you up to.
I guess I'll go to landing bay then.
Okay. Apparently, according to the registry, the paperwork, for want of a better phrase, the ship is the Reeve, Reave. Appears to be a heavily, as you're looking at it through one of the scanners, as just outside the landing bay area. It appears to be a heavily modified shuttle. You can see what appears to be medium autocannons and torpedo tubes loaded onto the ship, without the ERS on the end. The RS on the edge, yeah. As I say, to board the ship, all you need to do is head down the umbilical passage that connects the airlock to the station. And I have some notice checks for anyone who's down by the landing bay. Well, it would appear. Linda, James, and Hibbity notice. But and Deckard. Oh, Deckard doesn't know. Deckard's obviously got other things on his mind. You notice, but anyway, it doesn't really matter because some of you do. It would appear that where is it?
Deckard's not even here, did he? Where's Deckard?
He's
there he is.
outside.
He's out in space.
Right. He's standing outside,
space.
holding his breath desperately. That's why he couldn't spot anything. I've lost it now. Oh yeah, the surveillance camera that should be monitoring this area appears to have been destroyed. It looks like it was a blast from a scattergun that took it out.
But of course it was, and I bet we can guess how that happened.
Okay, so it's just a short walk down the umbilical, and then someone just needs to use a bit of thievery or electronics or anything to get the door open.
Muscle.
I could
All right,
go.
Deckard will use electronics
airlock.
unless
Why is that door locked?
I'll work with Deckard in tandem with Deckard.
I'm talking about this is the airlock for the shuttle, not the base.
Oh, okay.
If Deckard wants to work with me, we can see if we can work out the electronics. You want to do the help roll, then you do yours first.
pennying that.
Okie dokie. That's a success from Morgana, so you don't need to disagree. Well, I was going to say you don't need to disagree, Benny, but that's okay. You didn't critically fail. The door opens. The door opens, and you find just basically you have access to the ship. It's apart from the sound of the sort of the systems on board the ship and the odd beeping here and there, it's eerily quiet.
Hey, Himini, we got it open. You go first.
Okay. Going first.
And I'd be
You're
right
going
behind
first,
Himini
okay.
because he makes one hell of a great shield.
Okay, so basically, obviously, from where you get in, Hibity, you can either head to the cockpit. You can there seems to be an area opposite the airlock sort of in the middle of this area. It's not a very. It's a shuttle. It's not a very big ship. So basically, you can head to the cockpit. There's an area that seems to be labelled captain's quarters, or you can head towards the rear of the ship where you'll find the hold. Where do you want to head?
I'll go to the cockpit, I suppose.
Yeah, and so would I, because I've got enough electronics and stuff where I might be able to pull something up on there.
The bridge is fairly cramped 4-person cockpit. Most of the cabin is filthy and disorganized. Trash of all sorts litters the floor. The workstations are covered in grime and other substances of indeterminate origin. Only the command chair is pristine, as is all the associated panels and monitors.
Oh, we can't let Bert see this. He'll be horrified.
As you got to the cockpit, you noticed that basically in the area around the airlock and outside what is labelled captain's cabin, there are bedrolls piled in corners of the corridors, the galley, and even the head. Apparently, litter and filth is cluttered around each bedroll like nests made of garbage. But anyway, you head up to that's what you get to the cockpit.
How many bedrolls? Linda goes around counting to see what the occupancy is.
Okay, in the cockpit, can I use electronics to pull up the like ship logs and information, or?
Quite
Then
possibly.
along
I'm just looking
came
to see
Joe.
what it actually tells you about this ship.
If we could just get an idea of the size of the crew, like
Up
the crew records.
Well, indeed. Well, as I say, they're all you can start sorting through them. Yeah.
Hola.
So would Deckard's hacking help?
So
I'd like to
I was
make
just
a
looking
roll.
at the logs. I don't think that's. It would appear that. Go on then, make a roll.
Electronics
I was checking some stuff.
Do we think the ship is here to break out the prisoner? Because if it is here to break out the prisoner, a whole bunch of people just headed to the prison. We should probably head back to the prison.
This is the ship Lilith came in on.
Oh, okay.
They won't. If we can, here's the deal: if we can disable the ship, they're trapped. They won't be able to leave short of stealing somebody else's ship, and because of various security mechanisms that just any captain with a brain is probably employing, that won't be as easy as it sounds either.
Or we could put a tracking device on it.
Yeah, they take the fight away from here. But if they break their prisoner out?
Oh, they won't do that. We're gonna kill him.
You could, Morgana. You could
a tracking device.
You could sabotage the ship so that it gets disabled 2 hours into flight or something.
It couldn't go if we could get it to where it can't go into hyperdrive or escape gravity. That would be
okay. Deckard, it would appear that when the ship, it would appear that there seems to be subroutines in place to sort of clear out the logs every time, every couple of days, as if no record is wanted to be kept of where anyone there is.
Did that hacking roll find any remnants or no?
No, not at all. It appears it would appear the captain's quite paranoid in that regard, and yeah.
Okay, using my repair, can I find a means to either completely disable the ship so they can't leave, or so they can leave but they're not like that?
Yeah, no problem. You'll have to head down to you can head down to the engine room to do that if you want.
Yeah, that's what Morgana's going to do, and she'll let the others know that she's heading to see if she has a way where, we might want them to escape the the asteroid to take the fight away from here, but not to be able to get away from us.
Right, that was I meant to press that earlier when Decker was doing the hacking.
So if I disable the thing that escapes the gravity, then they can't get. If they can't escape gravity, then they're massively,
Yep,
handicapped.
no problem at all.
And that's what I'd attempt to do once I get down to the engine.
I think I'll try escaping gravity.
Okay, there's a cockpit, a communal head, a single cabin, and a cargo hold / engine room. So you're heading down to the cargo hold / engine room. Okay.
Right. Is anybody
Okay.
with me, or are you guys just going to let me do all this all by myself and maybe get killed in the process?
I'm with you.
When
I'm
did
not going
you
to do
ever
it.
want
I'm
assistance?
standing by waiting
If
to
you're
kill
asking for
things.
protection, I'll go with you. If you're asking for help,
Yeah, I don't
I
like
get in the way.
It's not my job. My job is to fix things, not to break them all. This time I'm going to see if I can break it. But
I have no idea what this will do when I click it, so it might either be really cool or very inappropriate. We'll find out.
Oh no, the ship blew up.
So who's heading down? So basically speaking, let's. Oh, I tell you what. Let's have a. Let's. I think I really need to keep track of where everyone is, and I think there's only one to do that. We need an incredibly detailed star.
You know
map of
that
the
if you
whole
go
ship,
to
don't we?
the forge and look on there, Josh has put up some maps that he made.
Did he put those up actually after the stream?
Yeah, well, yeah, he's put more up, has he? Good, because there was a few up there, but he hasn't added any for a while. Has he added more now? Has he?
No, I was watching the stream when you asked. That's why I was asking if he did it.
Oh, I've not checked. I haven't looked. I know he's got some up there already, but there's one with spaceships already.
Oh, that's terrible. Let's try that again. There we are. Let's get some decent engines on the back of the ship. There we go. I would give it some structural fins. There we go. There we go. That's absolutely awesome. Can't complain about that one. That is just beyond amazing. So, what we got is, well, John Smith's basically going to wander over to the door to the captain, to the area in the middle. Let's put Deckard up in the cockpit there. We'll put Morgana up in the cockpit there. We'll put
no, Morgana's gone down to the engine room.
Yeah, okay, I know. Let me get the umbilical cord on to this side of the ship. There we go. So Morgana is heading down.
I'll
to
go
the
with
engine
Morgana.
room.
And Linda goes with Morgana too.
There's a door to the engine room. There's
Not
a
for
door
protection,
to
but
the
for
and there's a door to the cockpit. There we go. Let's just put Hibity on the ship. Let's put Linda on the ship. Let's put Roger on the ship. And let's put the Doc on the ship. There we go. And be amazed at the awesomeness of my spaceship.
Oh my god! Perfect.
I knew my eyes would bleed, but I didn't know they would bleed that much.
Wow, see, this is my one grandson is an art genius. He did the same thing when he was like 5.
It's an exercise in triangle.
I'm just gonna say, you guys were quipping about how Fantasy Grounds DMs are spoiled. I gotta say, Fantasy Grounds players are spoiled because they think that like it's all about like the beautiful maps with line of sight and lighting and all the rest of it. And like back in
Not
the day,
anymore.
it was all these kinds
Well,
of shits.
we don't know
Not
that this
anymore.
map doesn't have line of sight. It could very well have line of sight.
Point taken. Hang on, give us a second. Rectangle. Actually, no, I better not do it rectangular because I most certainly didn't draw it rectangularly, did I? There we are. Let's enable line of sight. There we go.
I now have a black screen.
Oh, hang on. Probably the lighting shouldn't be on. Let's take that off. Let me have a look. I'm just see what the players can see. Enable player view. Yeah, I wonder why that is. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about line of sight. That was very much a joke. Okay, anyway, I do believe Morgana was headed to the hold / engine room. It says the doc was going as well. So I'm going to find out what this button does.
And so is Linda.
Yeah, that's not the right ambience I want. Okay, so you head down to the hold/engine room. The first, basically, as you get there, the three of you then, it takes you a few seconds before your brain adjusts and realizes what the heck is going on.
Is there supposed to be a noise coming through to confuse us? No. Hello? Silence.
We're still missing. Oh no, everybody's here now.
Hello. Is there anybody in there?
Yeah, well, no one's talking. It's just gone completely quiet. So.
Just not if you can hear me.
Is there a reason to talk at this point?
Is there
Well, yeah,
any?
because Kevin just said you all feel a bit peculiar, and I'm like, okay, what's next?
So basically, all of a sudden, my Discord went into connecting mode, and that was it. You
Ah,
went
some
Dalek-y,
kind of,
and then
yeah, okay.
you all went Dalek-y, and then basically I was talking to myself.
Well, it's the wrong setting. You're not supposed to be in Dalek.
Okay, the hold appears to have been converted into a morgue, or more accurately, a place where bodies are piled. Nearly half a dozen in various states of decomposition are stacked along the walls, with no effort at preserving the deceased's flesh or dignity. Observing the grisly mess, the three of you basically get to. You all get to make a fear check.
Oh, it's not a glom, is it? Oh, I think I get a free reroll, don't I? Yeah, I do. I get a free reroll. I get a free reroll because I've got guts. That's better. You just roll fear. You've got to do type / roll fear, and it does everything for you. Oh, why did you re-roll Deckard when you got a 4? Has everyone's Discord gone shit?
I can hear
Because
you.
it was him and it was -6.
Oh, I saw Deckard's spirit roll a 4. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because
Yes,
it's
it's -2
-6.
for the noise there, and -4 because. Oh yeah, it's back again. God knows what's going on. Anyway.
So what was -6?
The fear roll.
Fear check.
When I didn't hear you say anything about a -6. I said roll fear, and that was all I heard.
No, it was roll fear, but it's -6. That's why I re-rolled.
Ah, okay.
Indeed.
And what a re-roll it was.
I'm gonna re-roll. Hang on.
Indeed. So I'm afraid this could get quite interesting.
And by the way, Lone Wolf.
-6 has got
It's
a
just the
decent high
people in
chance
the
of
engine
heart
room
attack.
right now, guys.
yes,
It's,
I was just thinking that.
it's just the people in the engine room. So, Hamony, don't spend any bennies to reroll.
Oh, okay. I'll have that Benny back, please, Deckard. I mean, Kevin, not Deckard. Wrong person.
You rolled it. You rolled it. You obviously want to be in the engine room. There you go.
No, I thought it was everyone in the room that got that. Actually, who's in the engine room?
I didn't even
You
know.
are.
It's the Doc, Linda, and
Morgana.
Morgana. Yeah.
Organa.
Yeah, so I need my Benny back.
Oh, you critically failed. I can't give you a
It's
Benny
because
back
of
now.
your it's because of your dodgy Discord, Kevin. You know what I mean, messing us up.
Yeah, and you know,
Yeah, I reckon the
Lone,
GM should give everyone bennies for his bad Discord. Yeah.
and
Yeah,
by
so
the
you-
way, Lone Wolf's talking about the bennies must flow anyway, so we all get another one.
Jels, are you still there? I haven't heard you in a while.
Oh yeah, can someone go into Kevin's chat and say the bennies must
Jels,
flow?
so you may be muted. Well, Morgana's missing.
He said AFK 1 sec.
Oh, she did? Oh, okay.
Did in text chat.
She did.
Okay, so let's do a fear check for Morgana. She'll be very happy when she.
May I have
fails
my
this
Benny
one.
back, please?
No.
Pretty please with sugar on top.
No, you can't have your Benny back. Everyone can have a Benny, but I'm not giving you a Benny back.
Oh. I'm getting my Benny back, Benny back, Benny back. Oh, I got my Benny back, Benny back, Benny back.
Okay, so it would appear that even Deckard, even with a +6 on the fear table, I still didn't manage to heart attack him. He got shaken. That was the best it would have been. So anyway, no, I'm in a very bad mood, so I'm just going to carry on making incredibly OP monsters for the next campaign, which I've been doing lately. Anyway,
You need something more powerful than the Reckoners? I mean, holy poop.
Actually, I don't know if anyone's noticed. There's I'm not sure if it's a Kickstarter or another game changer. Have you seen what they've already announced? What their next one is? It's basically they're finally doing another plot point campaign for Deadlands Lost Colony.
Oh, really?
Yes. So there we go.
That's a Kickstarter, or is it on their
They've had,
internal
I'm not sure if it's a
crowdfunding?
game changer. I'm not sure if it's a game changer or a Kickstarter. They just sort of mentioned it the other day, and I haven't. It was just.
Is it only in Savage
I'm a good
Worlds?
way through the. I was like, I was thinking, oh yeah, the more of Oblivion for Deadlands. Oh, game changer.
Is this Pinnacle?
30th September. Yeah.
Yeah, Pinnacle.
Deadlands Lost Colony game. That'll be on there. Game changer. Yeah, it's game changer. So just thought it's quite ironic. They brought that out just as I was sort of like, well, we're a good way through this plot point. I mean, we're in a good spot. I know how it's meant to be ending. We're getting there, and I'm already planning what we're doing next. And all of a sudden they announce that. It's like, okay, but it'll be so long away. We could always come back to it. But anyway, where were we? In the center of the hull, so no one is untowardly affected by the. Oh, hang on a second. The doc made it, and then made it. I'm impressed. Okay, in the center of the hold is a large metal table that's been bolted to the floor. A mutilated corpse is currently strapped to it. Pieces of metal have been inserted into its flesh, and some jagged ones stick out at sharp angles. There appears to be strange writing ringing the corpse, finger painted, you guess, on the table in blood. Numerous alien-looking implements, most clearly intended for cutting and carving flesh, also sit upon the table.
Linda
Avian looking? What do you mean by avian looking?
They look like
alien, not avian.
Oh, okay.
Alien.
Okay.
Linda goes into archaeology mode and starts investigating the symbols and alien implements.
Make a -2, but common knowledge check, please.
Okay, let me put the -2. -2, common knowledge.
Can I do a medicine roll to try and figure out what the heck these things might be used for?
I can't do a research or a science roll instead?
No, it's common knowledge. You have a funny feeling you get the impression you seen the writing before, but you're not. It's bugging you, and you're not entirely sure where.
I think back to the desert area. Does it remind me of anything that we saw in the desert ritual, during the desert ritual?
No. That was the eunuchs recreating something from Earth. So no,
How about
not that one.
about the desert dungeon, the underground combat. Is there something there? Or is it something from my studies?
No, from your studies or from something you've seen before. I mean, you basically you're not entirely you're not able to positively identify, but definitely something you saw in Banshee, but or you've heard about or read about. But anyway, I can safely say, Doc, you can't
Is there no
you
sound?
can't work out any logical reasoning
Bing, bing, bing,
behind
bing,
the
bing,
idea
bing,
of
bing.
what's happened
Can
to
you
the
not hear them?
corpse and where the pieces of metal are and where they stick out. It doesn't appear to have any
Hello, Phil.
productive purpose whatsoever.
Other than making a mess.
Other than making a mess.
Does it have some? Does it have something? Some more sinister reason for?
Linda's going to see if she can count how many corpses there are and see if they seem to match the crew, the number of crew that would have been on the ship.
Okay. Investigation isn't a skill anymore. Is it? Sorry, no, I'm not saying that. Investigation isn't a skill anymore, is it? That's an old trade investigation.
It's not a skill. It's either common knowledge or notice.
Yeah, no, because investigation used to be a skill. I get the impression that so it's just a line here.
It's research now, isn't it?
It's research now, yeah. Well, yeah. So can I? Yeah, I think it is, but research is different. It's going to be. So I will say, let's have notice checks if anyone's examining the bodies piled around the hold. In the meantime, Doc, I suppose it would have. The only thing you could, you got a 5. You didn't get a raise one either. You got 2 successes. I suppose. I mean, it's a crazy idea or anything like that, but I suppose the only thing that remotely springs to mind is it's a very strange one, and your mind goes in many different roles until you get a single word pops into your head. But then you think back about it, you realise, well, that's possibly because it seems to be like pieces of metal are possibly shunted into sort of key muscles and nerve endings. But the only thing that sort of mutters through your brain is Frankenstein.
Okay.
And obviously more that classic black and white video, movie you saw late one night.
Yeah,
yeah, exactly. But again, medically, makes no sense at all. But it's just, I suppose, if you had the sort of crazed mind to think that possibly by inserting pieces of metal into these places and possibly doing dark arts that you could possibly do that, but obviously it's all rubbish.
Well, if I remember that,
Yeah.
if I remember correctly, if we can give them a top hat and a cane, and we can do putting on the Ritz now. Actually, do I think that these bodies are being used to power the ship somehow?
No, that basically most of the bodies, when you spend time, as I say, they're mostly decomposing. There's a couple of others that appear to, some of them do appear to be in a similar state of, obviously more decay, but in a similar state as the body on the table here, with bits of metal sticking into them and stuff.
So why would they use the engine room? Is it just the most convenient place?
It's probably bigger. It's probably, in all fairness, it's a hold/engine room, and I probably got the scale wrong on my drawing of my spaceship.
Okay.
It's probably the biggest part.
You didn't say that map isn't to scale.
No, the map isn't to scale,
and it's not accurate.
It's a theatre of the mind map.
Oh right, okay.
So the fins are to scale.
So anyway, it's more a rocket ship anyway than a spaceship anyway. What
We've
basically
lost Morgana for the time being. And did Linda notice anything with her notice check?
Indeed. After examining a fair few of the bodies, you identify them as the crew of a small freighter named Lucille.
Oh. Yikes. That sounds unpleasant.
This goes
But
against
I tell everybody about the Lucille connection.
this goes against all that is proper.
Yeah, seems a bit disgusting. Have we searched the captain's quarters yet?
I would
Deckard
like
does
to
recall
burn
that
these.
you found a ship drifting, didn't you? And you checked the
Yes.
logs. That was the Lucille.
Oh. Okay,
It was a
so
Lucille.
All right. Let's go back out and tell everybody what we found and not to go in there.
is there any storage? Is there any freight or anything
Yes, all
that
is
also
good.
came from the Lucille, or just the bodies?
Doesn't appear to be anything in here except bodies.
Ooh,
All told, bedding wise, because I know someone said they were counting that earlier, there was 12.
Okay. Thank you.
Let's just torch the bodies.
Well, it might be evidence. We might not want to torch them yet.
I
We're
don't.
told-
I have a feeling that they are trying to bring these bodies back to life, and that which means we'll end up fighting it.
I
I don't want
want
to
to fight a glom.
Nope. Let's just burn them.
Linda's going to take some evidence from that indicated it was these bodies were from the Lucille
pictures.
before we burn them.
This is how it starts in every horror movie. The guy that takes like the little bit of piece to research is what causes the trouble.
Pokes it with a stick and turns the stick over and back down again. And
Next
over,
thing you
back
know,
down.
you got 1,000 gremlins. Yeah. Yeah, so take the evidence. What have we searched the captain's quarters yet?
No.
Right, I'm going to go and search the captain's quarters.
I
then.
was in there. I thought I rolled a notice.
I thought
Oh,
that
I
was
apologize.
I thought that was an artistic window. I didn't realize that was a C.
But I don't remember what I rolled, so I'll roll
That
it.
was a porthole.
It looks. I thought for a minute it might be stained glass windows. So, but
I was like,
obviously-
that's
Actually,
such an
the point
artfully
wa-
done window.
To be honest, it was going to be C, and then I realised the captain's cabin, but it just occurred to me I could have done captain's cabin in CC, so there you go.
So it is a porthole. There's a window.
Oh, crap. I didn't mean to kick yes to all. I'll watch that later. The captain's cabin. Okay. I'd just like to point out that sort of burning a load of bodies inside a spaceship connected to the umbilical cord of a badly run down a spaceport sitting on an asteroid in the middle of nowhere might not be the best way to dispose of the bodies.
Sounds like
We
a
closed
terrible
the
idea.
door.
Okay. Do we have any high powered acid on the ship then?
no.
The shuttle has a single sleeping cabin. Unlike the rest of the reef, it's very clean. Even the walls are austere, devoid of any pictures or clippings that adorn most spaces, living spaces. It isn't barren, though. Shelves have been bolted into the walls, and a number of strange statues, artifacts, and the like adorn them. Also, on one wall is a whiteboard and markers. The board is covered in an indecipherable scroll.
Ah, well, I better call in someone who can decipher scrolls then.
And there's more artifacts, so it may be time for Linda to examine it, and this time I will allow her to make an academics roll.
Okay, not a research or anything. Here we go. Oosh. Can I Benny that? Oh, critical failure.
Anything that might be something to do with a nuke.
Is there another skill that I could use? Because I have a card I can play. Epiphany. Do I get an epiphany anywhere? That's some other skill I might use.
Well, alas, no, alas. Okay,
Oh.
so Linda, you have a horrible feeling that this is obviously, for some reason, this is obviously involved in some very obscure off culture, pagan rituals,
Hang on, I'll tell
and
Kevin this is
therefore
it.
disturbing. And part of that could be anyone destroying the bodies in this ship would be
He's going to go and work
horribly
for Tesla.
cursed. And
Hey, Bruno.
you get the distinct impression that it would be unsafe for anyone to do anything to the bodies upon this ship because of the magic written on the board here.
Is that even with his critical failure? Is it? Bruno
communicate my
Salvador said
concerns-
in chat,
I
is this the
communicate my
first
concerns to
generation
the
of new
rest of the
ships?
group. I can't epiphany out of this.
Oh no, you can no. You're reading it with abject horror. This is basically very much black magic and dark bad juju, and basically this ship is cursed, and anyone who defiles any part of the ship, and by the interpretation of the juju, destroying the bodies would be would trigger the curse that could prove fatal in some cases.
Is this my critical failure speaking, or can I play the epiphany card? And...
You can't. No, you don't need. You don't need to play the epiphany card. You've read the stuff.
Okay.
You've looked at the artifacts. You've read the scroll. You realise in abject horror that this whole ship is cursed, and the longer all of you spend on it, the worse it will be. And disturbing anything aboard this ship could well bring down the curse upon you and the whole of the whole of Widowmaker.
I don't care.
I communicate my
burning the body
to the rest of the group.
I understand, Linda, but we're not defiling the bodies. We're dumping them out the airlock. So we won't burn them. You were right. Yeah. Himony's like, fuck this shit. Yeah, so I'm just going to start dumping the bodies out the airlock. I'm going to cover them with sheets before I expose the rest of the party to them. Or work blankets or something. Because I know that they are a little horrific. Is it actually, there should be an airlock in the cargo hold, right?
Which is the engine room in this tiny ship.
Yeah. It is the engine room / cargo hold, yes.
I don't even need to take them through the main cabin. I'm just going to put them in the airlock and then just space them.
It'll take a few hours to load up the bodies. There's at least 30 of them.
Oh, well.
Well, from the people in here, can they help me?
I advise everybody to get off the ship, and I take Morgana and anybody else who will listen. Morgana isn't here, so Jelsa's not here, so I'm pretty sure I can convince Morgana.
Wait, during the time I was gone, was I able to muck the ship enough so they're not going to be able to escape?
Linda points out that the ship is cursed, and therefore mucking up the ship could unleash the death cast and put the curse upon you and everyone on this rock.
Yeah, it'd be very ill-advised.
Yeah, I think we should just get the heck out of Dodge and leave the spaceship. Set it to take off an autopilot into the sun.
That's exactly what Roger was thinking.
That'll work for me too. Yeah, send it into the sun.
And then you haven't got to carry any corpses around and drag them out the door, because I'm not helping you with that.
Wonderful. Can you arrange that, Roger?
I'm sure I can try.
If we leave John Smith behind, he can be the pilot.
Individuals. Okay.
I'm going to persuade John Smith that he's got to stay behind and save the ship by sending it into the sun.
Save the world.
So I'll just do some rolls for each of you after you program the ship to take off and head into the sun. I really wouldn't worry about the fact that I'm making rolls on your behalf on the tower, so you don't know what you got. I really wouldn't worry about it. It's got nothing to do with the death curse. Don't you worry. Absolutely nothing to worry about, I'm sure.
Are you going to ask us if we need to penny something?
Oh, no. Well, no.
Yeah, Roger's not going to spend any pennies on it anyhow.
that's absolutely fine. Okie dokie. Okay, you leave the ship and basically head back. Oh, I forgot John Smith. Where's John Smith? I forgot him. Where's his figure? There we go. Okay, nothing to worry about there. Okay, so the ship takes off on autopilot, and I'll just put everyone back on the umbilical.
Let's get the hell out of Dodge.
Obviously, definitely not to scale. There we go.
Hey, Brilly, how are you?
And and the last two to leave the ship are Deckard and John Smith. And
as the ship lifts off,
yep,
Linda plays this card. The ship is in the air and just starting to launch. She plays that card.
That means when you go to use your gun, it's going to break.
Well, I think the ship is going to break.
But we
At
don't.
least that's the intention.
Why do you want to break the ship for?
Maybe we'll still have evidence if it crashes on the planet. I don't know. Gives us another chance at finding something.
The ship takes off and starts to accelerate away. Suddenly, something goes wrong, and it starts plummeting downwards.
Ah.
Is there a downwards in space?
You came up with that really quickly.
And basically, it lands with a loud explosion. Suddenly, all over Widowmaker, alarms
Which
start
detective
flaring.
game was that?
Did
The
you just
murder mystery
nuke
one.
Little Russia? That's gonna start a war.
You know about Chandri, didn't you?
Alarms start blaring, and basically all you can hear is right in front of you, the airlocks to basically that leads back to the boulevard
That was the Call of
slams shut
Cthulhu one, wasn't
before you could actually get onto the boulevard.
Yeah, the murder mystery. Yeah, she died.
That went well.
All you can hear it. All you can
Cancer.
hear is like an automated voice going, "Warning, warning, integrity compromised." Basically, numerous I can't get it right here.
Yeah, I remember the murder mystery one. Yeah, she got liver cancer.
Warning, structural
It was
integrity
like, go to hospital
failure.
and was dead in 4 weeks.
Pressurization lowering. All airlocks
56
sealed.
or something.
Emergency. Repair crews. Emergency.
So no recommendation as to what to do, like stay in place or run to your ship or what?
Hold your breath.
Yeah, that's the last thing you want to do in a vacuum, actually.
Suddenly, there's a thump on the walkway, where you're the walkway down to the landing pads, as something smacks into it and then bounces off into space.
Let's get to our
Let's
ship.
get to our ship and go and fly over to the prison where we're supposed to be.
I don't know that there's any landing pads over there.
We don't need a landing pad to land.
Can I
Or an
notice
asteroid.
checks as you look as you're in where you are?
What happened to that poor ship? What did it do to the city?
Roger,
why did you play that fucking card?
Linda's like, I don't know. It's crazy.
Okay, appears what you see as you stare up. Basically, as you stare up, it's obviously there's not much light other than obviously.
Linda says, "Boy, that ship sure was cursed."
You see what appears to be a body wearing a gingham dress appears to have just hit the where you are, and basically you just see a brief flash of what looks like long blonde hair as the body spirals off into space.
Oh, gross. Were these the bodies on the ship?
Oh no.
Oh God, is that Little Russia? Did we just space a bunch of babushkas?
Yes, probably.
Oh no.
No, we didn't space anyone. The ship malfunctioned. Okay,
Yeah,
we
the ship
didn't do it. There
malfunctioned.
was no intention there.
It was bad magic. It
It
was
was
the
just
bad
bad
magic.
juju. Linda playing that card was completely automated by Fantasy Grounds. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got to get back to our ship, and I reckon we just fly over to the prison. We don't need a landing pad. We're on a rock. As long as we've got a
Where
spacesuit,
we're
so
going-
okay.
Pilot on whether he wants a landing pad or not.
Where we're
Well,
going,
I have a feeling
We
that
won't
the
need
landing
toothbrushes.
pad has the landing pad has ways of securing the ship to the pad because there's not a lot of gravity on this thing.
We got an anchor, haven't we? Have we got an anchor? No.
Jones.
I'll go outside and stand and hold it in place.
Jones is our anchor.
The good news is there's not a lot of atmosphere, so that explosion should not propagate too far.
There we
Okay,
go.
I think it's time to get our spacesuits on and go back to the prison now, isn't it? Or do we want to go and help with the accident that happened strangely for some reason?
Basically, you can get to your ship. Obviously, it's there. You are likewise. The alarms are blaring and all that, but obviously, being space, the explosion doesn't last very long. And you looking across, you can see a rather large crater on one that seems to sort of cover the best part of one third of Little Russia.
Roger, you told me you could program that machine.
well, Linda, you said it was cursed, so it had to be the curse because I did everything right.
Boy, that's a lot of people dead.
But after obviously you can leave. You can just take off if you so wish, but it doesn't take long before they obviously the security systems basically the automated systems allow the airlocks along the boulevard to reopen. It's just obviously that section of Little Russia is sealed off. It seems as you pass Little Russia, there's much crying and wailing going on. It would appear that
I've got my headphones on. I can't hear anything.
Yeah, I try not to look, and as I hustle by.
I'm listening to some Floyd.
Sorry, Schadenfreude.
John Smith's going. I don't know about anyone else, but I don't feel so well. How about the rest of you? I've got a slight headache and a very tickly throat, and it's just
Yeah, you should go to the medical centre. I think it's in Little Russia.
Decades. Also, you're not feeling great. It has to be said. You seem to have the same symptoms that John's describing. You just don't feel. You feel a bit under the weather. But anyway, getting debriefing back at the marshal's office.
I've got to get a drink.
Obviously, it's as you can imagine. The marshal obviously is from a law enforcement perspective doesn't have much to do here. But as you can imagine, the whole place in absolute chaos. There's people shouting and people still doing repairs here and there. It looks like
we're doing our best to keep her busy.
It looks like emergency decompression in Little Russia caused numerous of other minor issues around the place. So the repair crews are getting on with it. But obviously, Marshal Winslow is obviously unsettled by what you more than unsettled by the fact the reef had crashed. But she obviously is also unsettled by what she found in there. She adds it all to the report, and then looking over at Lilith, and obviously, but also the fact the ship's crashed in. It goes, it's a shame that Lilith can only be executed once. Obviously, yeah, not just one. Yeah, definitely not the best of feelings towards Lilith. Well, likewise, when you mention the broken camera, the marshal reviews the tapes, and it does indeed show that the first crewman off the reef shot the cameras. So, other than the fact you counted 12 bedrolls, no one's exactly sure how many crew got off that ship with Lilith. And it's highly possible that some other... Marshall goes, we have to accept the fact that it's quite possible that some of the crew may still be roaming. You got to bear in mind, I think there was only 4 pirates when Lilith was captured, wasn't there? So in theory, there's at least 8.
At least they left.
Throughout all of this,
Lilith,
throughout
what
all of this,
bodies.
oh, funny, Lilith was be sort of staring. She basically, she just has a smirk on her face for the whole thing, and the fact that the ship had crashed doesn't seem to upset her at all too badly. In fact, she seems to be revel in the chaos it's caused. But
did you put a curse on the ship?
All she says in answer to your question is, well, when you're on a long voyage, you go crazy if you don't have a hobby of some kind.
Oh, God, I'm a little bit ill at that. That was your hobby? How did you lose most of your humanity?
So I give Linda gives the marshal the evidence that we found on Lilith's ship. And I guess we've already described to her the craziness that we found there.
Very much so. Just checking something. Okay.
What curse did you put on the ship?
Curse?
Obviously, a crashing curse.
Well, indeed. Obviously, you like. I mean, I think it's obviously. Oh, hi, AFK downstairs, so the Benny's must. No, it doesn't work, Jimmy, when you do it. She looks confused at the curse comment and then just decides to smile and goes, well, if you've been aboard the ship and you've disturbed things, you'll find out soon enough, won't you? At which point John Smith goes pale and has another coughing fit, to which Lilith just smirks.
Oh, God. Let me take a look at John Smith. Actually, I'll take a look. What did you say, Deckard? Was having issues?
Yeah, I'm having issues too.
Right.
Is this how we finally get rid of John Smith? Maybe don't look too hard.
I'm not sure where I'm at.
Okay. Well, if you're close, I'll look at you first. If not, I'll look at John Smith. Does he have a healing chip?
I'm close.
Does.
All right. Well, I'll start with Deckard. And I'll wear a mask.
Okay, let's have a healing check on Deckard.
And other personal protection equipment.
Indeed.
Hazmat suit.
You cannot find anything medically wrong with Deckard.
Oh boy.
Good Lord. Let's try John Smith.
You get his healing check gives you a +4 bonus.
Is there a skill for occult medicine?
There is not, no. John Smith, he appears to be in excellent health, Doc. Apart from the fact he has a healing chip that basically is better than anything you can buy on the open market. He also appears to show signs of having genetically enhanced white blood cells to combat most illnesses.
Fascinating. Okay, while I have him there, I'm going to get the lowdown. I'm going to get him to spill the beans.
Why don't you do a log on
I want a complete rundown of how he ended up here, why he wants to be with us, what his backstory is.
Why don't you examine his medical chip and find out where he's been, which hospitals he's been to, where he got his treatments?
I'll do that too. Everything. I want a complete history from him. It's time to tell.
Because if you, I'm gonna, yes, I'm just gonna try and remind myself.
This is all according to the Hippocratic Oath. He's not doing anything untoward.
Nope. I'm just
don't worry about
persuading him
that.
to dump his guts.
You have to do a full medical history in order to know what the conditions are.
So if you remember John Smith, obviously when you first met him, he was very much explaining how he was. Well, he paid an awful lot of money, didn't he, to travel with you, and he's every so often he's been dropping cryptic comments about trouble with the law. At the same time, more than once he implied he had a price on his head, although it wasn't anything to, and he never wanted to discuss his history and all that. But obviously, also if you remember, you did do full scans and you didn't find any criminal records or any bounties whatsoever on him, regardless of what he said. You did get a 13 on your medical check for John Smith, didn't you? So
right, but I just played a card. Did you
no,
see
I
that?
know you did, but I did. That's by the by. But this is why I'm going to have you play the card, as it were. Is one of the other things you come up is his medical chip, as well as being a type of medical chip you've never seen before. It also has an identification program built into it, almost as if for some reason he's incapable of identifying himself, due to incapacitation or injury, incapacitating injury, it would appear this chip has been programmed with a full biomedical thing. And apparently his name is Daniel Larkin.
Okay, Mr. Larkin. Why do you insist on traveling with us?
Isn't that the guy that had the warrant out for him?
Indeed not. It appears no, it wasn't. Oh yeah, I think he said yes. He did say. I think he said he was. There was. Yeah, there was a. It wasn't a Daniel Larkin. It was a Jeremiah Larkin, I believe. Yes.
What do you mean D&D
Mr. Larkin, who are you running from?
Relative, possibly.
At the end
talking
of the
about
day,
this that I'm using now.
He does the usual spiel and all that, and obviously it takes him quite a bit of time to spin him down. But obviously he tells the tales of the fact that the bar fights he's been in, and basically all sorts. And it turned out that there's been a couple of times so far. He's already tried to he's tried to be picking up the jobs, pitching this great job he picked up at the bar last night, and obviously was going to phone to you. But eventually, he finally, with you showing the medical evidence and everything else, finally breaks down and admits that he is, in fact, Daniel Larkin, the son of an incredibly wealthy mine owner, who basically was bored with being a mine owner's son and and just decided to have a bit of adventure.
And that's the wanted Larkin?
There is no wanted Larkin. It's all rubbish. It's all a young lad's fantasies for wanting to walk on the wild side and living life to the full, on the grey side of the law, rather than being a ridiculously pampered individual who basically was bored.
All right. I'll tell everybody else this. So Mr. Smith, nay Larkin, has a story to tell everybody. And I go ahead.
And he pretty much spills the whole thing, and it's very much the case of apparently the Larkin family were one of the first sets of miners out here on Banshee, and one of the first lots.
I've got a couple of them, but yeah.
Shipments back home, and although they don't actually do the direct mining themselves, his father owns a number of very prosperous mines dotted all over Banshee.
Right, just click on this link for Billy.
Ridiculously customized medical chips and everything else. And basically that's pretty much it. He's never had he just wanted to walk on the wild side, and these few well, it's been a couple of weeks now, isn't it? Distance-wise, everything. These 10 or so days he spent with you have been the most fun of his life, and he just desperately doesn't want them to end. He wants to be a fully signed up member of the crew, the Reckless.
So I think, and I'll throw this out to the rest of the group. I think we need a shorthand for when Mr. Smith, Mr. Larkin, excuse me, it's going to take some time to adjust. When Mr. Larkin steps out of line, I think it should be
because we're playing D&D, Savage
maybe
Worlds,
it's time to
Call
go
of Cthulhu,
Go home to Daddy. Go home to Daddy.
Dune.
Call home to Daddy.
Conan.
Let's call home to Daddy. Whenever he is
There's so many
stepping out of
different
line,
games you can play.
doing something impulsive or that we don't want him to do, or ill-considered, we'll just turn to you and say, "Let's call home to Daddy." And if you continue to ignore us, that's what we'll do.
I might have a slot coming up
Well,
on
Morgana's
buy games.
kind of irritated because she worked hard.
Mondays
Her
and
family
Fridays.
scrabbled her whole lifetime on this planet. And this little spoiled rich brat thinks that just because
Evening
he has
time, so
money,
it's
he can walk
9:30
into the
till
things that
midnight usually.
we worked hard for.
We're at UK
We
time.
had to learn the
Which is
hard
not
way.
too mental for you,
We
but
suffered and sweated for. So,
Do we have a deal, Mr. Larkin? Do you want to stay with us under those conditions?
hey, maybe if Daddy springs for some upgrades to the ship.
Well, I'm sure he has access to money, right?
Probably he does, yes. So
well, let's not bilk him for our cash right now.
we can.
If we call 36.
Morgana really doesn't
if
like
I play
this guy.
this card, will it make it better? Will it make us our ability to get a new spaceship out of him better, easier?
New spaceship? You want to?
Well, you know, funding for a new engine, new parts,
You want to
shielding, rocket
the
launchers.
No,
Ask
no.
Morgana first if she
replace
will
the
settle for a new spaceship.
A
She may not want
nuke
a new
quarters
spaceship.
suitable for a nuke captain.
Linda hates this plot twist. She's really depressed that she's starting to feel sympathy for John Smith.
Oh, Morgana feels less sympathetic than ever. Spoiled little rich brat thinks.
Do you mean to say, Kevin, that in all the weeks we've been playing this, you haven't made a map for the prison yet?
Okay. I've now actually got you to the right scale for.
Please don't ask him for any more hand-drawn maps.
Oh, he could have made a. He could have made a map with.
Those are all cursed. Don't you understand?
That was a magic symbol. That's what it was. We mistook it for a spaceship, but it was a magic symbol.
It was the curse.
It was an occult symbol.
It wasn't a new model
alarm,
Tesla then.
The proximity alarm goes off on the marshal's console. She looks perplexed and taps a couple of things and basically
okay.
Linda's looking out the window.
Looks up and basically it would appear that it looks like there's a rather large ship coming in to land. Apparently the ident on board. Yeah, it doesn't appear. Oh dear. Oh God.
Yeah, I really wanted to play that other card, but this one seemed like a pros at the moment.
Okie dokie.
All right, before we get in the thick of it, I'm stepping away for just a second.
Okay, it would appear basically the there is no ident beacon on the ship, but basically scanning, ship scans and everything that the marshal's got access to. She identifies that it basically comes up as a ship known as the Ravage, known to be basically a pirate vessel and possibly related to Lilith's. What is Lilith? I forgot what she's got a nickname, hasn't she? I can't remember.
Naughty Betty.
Naughty Betty. I spent too much time on the product that will never actually see the light of day for anyone except me. But that's by the by.
Contact Wizards of the Coast and tell them you want to do a D&D conversion to Savage Worlds. They'll fund you for it.
No, they won't.
One D&D is actually Savage Worlds.
maybe not. Anyway, it is expected. It is basically believed to be. It's subject to a strong and dangerous attack from enemies or creatures. Oh, I'll just double the number of bad guys you're about to get hit with. That's easy. If it goes wrong. Okay, so anyway,
It's not easy. There's only 8 possible bad guys.
Well, there was, and then someone played a card.
Hey, but y'all all got another adventure card for this. So.
Actually, it does say, what did it say? Subject to strong and dangerous attack. Well, that's easy enough. I just bumped the stats. So,
each player draws an extra card from the adventure deck. Okay.
Well,
yes, you've all got extra cards. I've already dealt them to you.
And you get to play another card this game.
So you all got an extra card. So, basically, Winslow gets warning of the Ravager's approach before the ship touches down. She basically, she says, she looks at you and goes, you need to lock down the spaceport and prevent any pirates that are already on the base from gaining access. Prevent the pirates from that ship gaining access to the settlement. Marshall also gives you codes to seal the exterior airlocks.
I assume we're at full power points after all this time, correct?
Oh yes.
Okay.
So I've put you all. I've put you all in the marshal's office, and now the map is to scale, and I also need to lock the tokens. So the question is, the question is quite straightforward in that what are you going to do? Obviously, the marshal needs you basically is get to that ship and stop it as quickly as possible.
Where is the ship landing? Is it landing at the normal place, or is it landing?
It'll be landing at the normal place. So all I'm saying is, are you all? What it really comes down to is, are you all planning to go there, or are you planning to hold back? What's the plan?
Well, we're supposed to be protecting Lilith from being captured, aren't we? So why don't we just wait for them to come to us?
Because that's a very big ship,
And
we're supposed to prevent them from invading the settlement. I thought that's what the marshal just said, right?
The marshal doesn't want. Yeah, basically there's lots to. Basically, we can't risk innocent lives. If you can lock down the landing bay, they won't be able to get.
So the marshal thinks that she's got this prisoner secure.
Marshal says I can keep. I mean, if the marshal's confident she can hold the place on her own, yes, but it doesn't mean that if somebody you want to stay with her, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Well, let's go intercept the ship.
Yeah, let's go intercept the ship
before they leave the landing area.
Okay, let's zoom in on let's zoom in on just this area to begin with. Sync the plant view. Okay.
Wow, that's a high quality map.
Roger.
No, I mean the zoom looks good.
Yeah.
Roger's going to run over here and lock down this bulkhead airlock thing, whatever this is right here. That's going to be his first action.
Okay. Well, using the code you've got, you run. You don't even need to run. That was only 6 inches. You get to there and you lock down that bulkhead. Nicely done. Jinx is up.
Where is the ship coming in, and which way have we got to go?
At the landing area, it's like way far away.
Right, so it's miles away. Can we not just do a run and jump off that cliff and go over the hole?
There's enough gravity, I think, to fall down the hole.
Oh, okay. So we're not going to do that then.
Also, there isn't any airlock, so you'd have to cut a hole in the boulevard, which would sort of be quite catastrophic.
Not a good idea then. Okay.
I guess start heading over towards where that ship is going to land, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's absolutely fine. Basically, to be honest, what I'm assuming is you guys will be running most of the way. It's really down to, depending how long it takes you to get there, depends on what you may run into on the way, as it were. So, by all means, make a
automated cart or something like that. I will.
Oh no, it's a foot chase. So it's basically, before you run, you'll get to there. If you want to run, by all means, you can. If you want to run, by all means, do so.
Linda's running as well.
So are you going to run, Jinx, or are you just going to just trot carefully to there?
I think I'll run.
Go for it.
Oh, we're actually on the combat tracker now.
Yeah, you all got bennies out of it as well.
We got bennies because of that?
I'm assuming that's what you mean.
Yeah,
Oh,
Roger drew a Joker.
Roger got a Joker, yeah, so we all got bennies.
Yep.
Oh,
So you can move
nice.
yourself. Whoops! You can move yourself another 5 inches, which will get you to there. Hibbity, you're up. Obviously, I'll let you all start there, so you don't have to pay the. You know what I mean? Too much for just moving out. Let's see you run 13 inches then.
Go on.
Back 4.
He's caught up with Jinx.
Yeah, he has indeed. There we go.
Then I'll pass
the
my.
dog's up. Shut up.
Oh.
Not as if it is. It's not as if there's any effects in play. And
Yeah,
you know
I
what I mean?
know. You see, just getting back to the GM being spoiled, the players are spoiled because Kevin passes the turn for you. So lazy. Yeah.
So, what's happening? Can somebody? I'm back. Can somebody give me a brief rundown?
The aliens,
There's
the bad
going
guys
on.
are coming in a spaceship, and we're gonna
A
go
very
intercept
large
them.
ship is landing.
The pirates are
They're
landing.
running to try to get to the spaceport area and get it
At the
locked
landing
up
port.
there. Yeah.
And Morgana played a card to double the enemies.
Hey, y'all got free adventure cards. I let you play 2 adventure cards this session. So
That's true. You got an extra adventure card to play. So check your adventure cards. And we're all running to intercept because the marshal wants us to protect the
So
settlement.
right now we're just running to see how fast we can get
So
there.
the marshal told us to go.
Yes.
Yeah. You wanted us to protect the settlement from the pirates.
Can you see? I'm going to turn to the marshal. Can you see
But
outside? There's nobody planning an assault on the prison.
Well, eventually they will because they seem to be linked
You've got
to Lilith.
secure codes to seal the airlocks. Roger's already sealed the airlock.
But if they're in vac suits, and they come outside the prison.
We don't know yet.
Lilith doesn't have a vacuum suit on, so if they attack the prison from outside, they'll kill her.
All right, fair enough. Then I'll run.
9 inches.
I can't see.
That's okay. That gets us to Morgana.
Oh, great.
Don't forget, I house rule that you can use bennies to reroll runs.
Yeah, and I got a ton of frickin' bennies. So watch me. Well, I can't do worse.
Don't forget, we have a big combat coming up. That's what it looks like, anyhow.
I get just.
Yep. Daniel Larkin's up next. He gets an 11 as well. And runs to there. That gets us to Deckard. Who gets a 12? Oh,
Okay,
Deckard.
that's BS. I can't read the face on that die. That is a bunch of BS.
Deckard gets 12. Deckard's in the lead. Deckard overtakes all of you, legs pounding as he punches his way down the corridor. And Linda's up. Getting a 12 as well.
Get back here, Deckard, you cheater.
So 12
We should be shoving to get an edge here now.
Okay, so there you are. Linda and Deckard are at the very front.
I wasn't expecting that. I thought Linda, of all people, would be flagging behind. Not the first run. Oh, how come there's other people in the combat tracker now? This is getting confusing.
They're on that ship that we're trying to keep them from getting loose on the asteroid.
Okay, suddenly out of a corridor at Tent City, someone appears and opens fire at Deckard.
Alan just wishes she hadn't run so fast.
Oh my word! Yeah, literally, he literally steps out from the edge of the corridor, opens fire at Deckard, and basically, it's a withering cascade of flechette rounds that basically smack into Deckard. He then
Linda whispers, "Cheaters never prosper." Let's see what we have. Anybody have a card for that? Check your cards. Might be a good time for avoid an attack card.
I'm pretty sure you're not near me, so no.
Cards don't work that way.
Didn't mean to hit deafen there. Sorry, guys.
Adventure cards break the rules, so you don't necessarily need to be near them, do you?
Play when a nearby ally suffers damage.
Fair enough.
Yeah, don't waste that. He's got bennies to spend.
Well,
have line of
that
sight.
one needs to be played when you're near somebody.
You have line of sight. You're nearby. You're not across the city.
Depends on I think that one he has to push him out the way, doesn't he? So that doesn't work.
Pretty much,
Just wait
yeah.
to see if Deckard's going to take 3 wounds or attempt to soak.
Aren't we like one step away? Aren't they at 11 and we're at 12?
Roger isn't.
Yeah, Roger's way back north of everybody.
Oh.
Wait, I'm taking.
I have to
3
spend a
wounds?
penny
What?
and try
Can
to
we
soak
trade-
If you
it.
were paying attention, you got a shot by a gun and you got 3 wounds unless you're going to soak
Can we
it.
trade? Can we trade adventure cards with other players?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that was so. The second that my mic goes absolutely deaf with Discord, I get hit for 3 wounds. Really?
Yep.
Literally, that's what happened.
Cheaters never prosper. That's what you get.
Okay,
Very
you,
nice.
that's it. You soaked
Take-
it. Like last
take
minute, you
that.
ducked. The
Which
flesh
means
hit round, he
Deckard
just spins
should
around, does a little
spell.
pirouette, and they completely miss him.
When is
What?
You know you're soaking in it, Deckard.
Okay, Roger, you're up.
Okay, Roger is going to run. I'm going to spend 6 of my inches to get here and seal that one, and then the rest of my move to come up here next to Mr. Smith.
Okie dokie, you do so. I'm not going to press end turn anymore because certain people get moody when I do that. Linda's up.
Your spoiled players don't, do they?
How the hell did Linda? Wow, Linda goes. Let's see. Can Linda make it all the way up here? Oh, she cannot. She can make it to here. Huh. Linda's gonna sprint. She's just gonna sprint. She's gonna ignore the dude, and she's gonna go for another sprint because she doesn't have enough movement to do anything. Oh, she can make exactly just past the doorway, I think. Oh no, she can make it to the door. Nope, she can make it. Oh, she can make it to the doorway. That's where Linda ends up.
Well, no, you get to 8, which would get you to there.
I thought I rolled a 2, which gives me a total of 6. Right? Isn't it?
Yeah,
Oh
Okay.
yes, sorry,
the roll?
yes. Sorry, you're not rolling the run dice, so I didn't know your pace was 4.
Yeah, my pace is slow.
Basically, you stay running down there, and you basically surprise the guy who ducked behind the
Oh.
corridor, so you couldn't shoot him, and he
You know
grins at
what?
you evilly.
That means I'm back at 10. I'm all the way back at 10. I didn't move 12. I'm actually at
Okay.
10.
What did you roll the 6-sided dice for then?
That was him
Oh,
running.
because that's what everybody else was rolling.
Oh,
Yeah,
So I
well,
rolled
they're pressing the run button.
Oh, the
Yeah,
run button. I didn't do the run button.
Yeah,
Or
click the run
on your
button and it
iron
adds
dice,
that to your
yeah,
run
yeah.
dice. Yeah. Why is
Or
your
on
pace 4? He's still encumbered.
Or on
Yeah.
your traits page, if you click the run dice just below the pace derived stats, there's a
It
dice
does it as well.
there.
Yeah.
It does it as well.
Ebony, you're up.
Okay.
And that one's automatically tied
Where
to
is
your
Himini? I can't even see him.
Right, but does the one on your traits tab, does that
Very good
add
question.
the -2 on everything?
It's buried under one of them lot. Yeah.
It's tied. It's
There he
tied
is.
to your- if you got a pace of 4, it only adds, your pace plus whatever you rolled.
If I go there, I can see him around that corner, can't I?
Yes, you can.
Good. I'm going to run there and then I'm going to kill him.
Go for it. Oh, hang on. I'm going to attempt to interrupt you. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to attempt to interrupt you before you do that.
Well, because the geezer down the corridor can see me when I'm just coming around the corner, can he? Okay.
I got a 9. What's your athletics roll? Well, he's on hold, waiting for you. You got a 5, so therefore, I'm afraid he interrupts you successfully. So as you come round the corner, he's been waiting for you, and so he basically shoots you.
Okay, I didn't really come around the corner, but yeah.
Snake Eyes, shoot his friend in the back.
The point being is, if I shake him, you see, he has to spend a penny to actually act, which I did. Hurrah! Okay, you run down the corridor, and something hits you, and you are shaken.
No, I'm not. It didn't hit me. And then I throw my attacks at that guy and hit him, which I did, and now I'm going to kill him.
Indeed. So you have the point being is I had to make you spend
know,
money to get your attack in. That's the whole game mechanics I'm getting at. So yeah, fine. Roll with your
No,
roll
them
your
things
attack.
are good. They're good. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you swing your axe and just cleave the guy's. Cleave your axe through him, and he collapses down in shock. Deckard, you're up.
Oh yeah. I threw it at his head because he was not in melee range, was he, or was he?
He was, yeah.
Oh right, okay then. I'll go him with my axe then. Good, right.
Well, it doesn't matter. I'll assume you threw it as soon as you saw him. Deckard is up. Have we lost his mic again? Oh no, it's okay. He's moving to that.
And it's just this one that I see now.
It is.
Where did these guys come from if the ship is landing right on the other side? They must be the ones that are in the ship that we don't know about.
These are the 8. These are members of the 8, apparently.
Yeah, so, and they're going to go and take on the Marshal on her own while she's up there alone.
No, they're trying to slow you down. So they're trying to slow you down so the ship can dock and offload its cargo.
Not going to make it. Me and Deckard just laying waste to them like that. They're not going to stand a chance.
You don't know how many combat rounds you've got to get to the ship in, do you? There is a time limit. The ship is landing. That's the whole point. Jinx, you're up.
Okay.
So far, so good. Efficient kills. Keep sprinting.
Well, yeah, but we still got to fucking kill these guys. It's, because otherwise they're going to be shooting us in the back as we run by.
I have a feeling Linda will be in the back. Maybe she can defend.
Hello, Drake. How are you?
It should be pointed out that each one of these blackliners has what I'm now calling the uh-oh effect trait. So,
which is?
I played a card.
Did you?
No, I played.
Anyway,
I played the card. That's what the uh-oh effect is. The uh-oh card.
Oh, looks like Jinx is doing spooky stuff.
Hey, Jude.
Trait, attribute, or skill.
Yes, exactly. I've got coffee.
Attribute or skill. That's what hinder hurry is for. That is cheapest.
Jinx is up to his secret tricks again.
He is. Mind games.
We don't have any targets right now. You can just run.
Jinx is doing magic spells on us to protect us with his
I
non-invisible
think he's
powers.
trying to make you guys faster, but you don't know he does it because it's all in his mind.
Okay, so nobody's back there. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Who is Daniel Larkin?
That's John,
Our
the
friendly,
John
NPC.
Smith.
our friendly miner's son. Overly friendly miner's son.
You know his real name now, so I've stopped calling him John Smith.
Oh, okay.
He's the clingy dude.
His token always was a D, but he was called John Smith up until now.
Yeah, his last name is missing an R though.
He's a spoiled little rich boy who thinks that daddy's money
Or an A, an RA. That's what it is. Larrikin.
I have to say, with tongue firmly in cheek, this is the longest 6 seconds ever, mate.
Sorry, just
He's doing math and working out.
I know you're doing math. That's why I said tongue firmly in cheek. I'm not complaining.
Math is hard.
Well, who done the conversion for this?
Why?
Because they could have put in all the little sub effects for each spell, you know.
They could have done. They really could have done, but they didn't think about doing it until they did Pathfinder.
Ah.
Can you add the sub effects and make them save in a spell?
Yes.
not running.
I went through all the Lankmar spells and added all the effects for it, so you can just click
In
a button.
theory, as a GM, yes, you can, because it will save it in the campaign data, because you know how you can override modules with your own settings. So in theory, yes, you probably can. I've not tried it.
Yeah, you can definitely. I did it with Lankmar. I did every single spell has now got all the effects on it.
Is there a way to do that in Swell?
No, I don't know. I don't care.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Because Swell creates modules. This would actually have... Swell creates modules, whereas to override a module, it has to be saved in the actual campaign db.xml, doesn't it? Well, actually, it's not even saved in the db.xml. There's an override, isn't there? Module folder. What's it called?
I am dropping Deflection, which got a raise with Hurry on there, so everybody's pace will be +2.
Wow.
And you see, this is why I wish, as a GM, I wish the bloody modifiers were in there, because now I've got to do that for everyone because I haven't put them in. I do need to go back and add them, I suppose. It's just tedious.
Yeah, it takes a while, but once it's done, it's going to save you time later, isn't it?
It does, yeah.
But I guess if I were to make to get rid of adaptable caster, I'd have to remake every single power without that modifier, right?
No, you just tell the players they're not allowed to use it. Simple.
Well, no, that's what I'm doing, but I just would...
Yeah, it's easy to just tell them, no, you can't. Sorry, it's my game.
Yeah, but that's not a very elegant solution, right? So,
it is a very elegant solution. You're the GM. You tell them what they want to do. You tell them what's
no,
what.
I know.
Like it.
That's why I was asking about, like, the unstoppables. You know, like trying to find like solutions.
Oh yeah, that would be nice, but no, that's not going to get added. It's too many factors to put in to automate it.
Okay, Jigs has. I think everyone should have pace +2 on their character now.
Looks like it.
Okay.
Does that reflect on the character sheet?
Doc,
on the combat tracker, it will be.
Combat. It should show up on the combat tracker.
Yeah.
Bearing in mind, pace +2 only really has an effect if you use the run die. Otherwise, just you have to manually remember you've got a pace of 8 if you're not running, or +2 pace if you're not running. I should say in case of limbo. But Doc, you're up.
Yeah, right. Shit. I don't see anybody out there right now. They all got taken care of.
Well, in all fairness, those two guys were hiding down the side corridor to Tent City.
Okay.
So if they're hiding somewhere, you won't necessarily know them until they pop out, as it were.
I have A pace of 8.
And we told the marshal lady that the.
No, somebody cast a spell on me. Okay.
No, you're just feeling very fleet-footed all of a sudden. Adrenaline's kicked in.
Indeed, yes. Adrenaline's kicked in. Oh, I like that.
We tell the marshal we just shot 2 of these guys. So they know she knows there's some on the loose.
The big J's inspired us with their instant combat successes.
Indeed.
The big and
Okay.
small, the Jinx and the Jiminy.
Okay, Daniel Larkin comes pounding down the corridor as fast as he can, revolver in hand. Morgana's up.
It's like strawberries.
Morgana
My
hits a
way.
12. Morgana overtakes, and Morgana takes the lead. And she's not moving. She's not moving.
Morgana gets a penny for being in the lead.
Morgana turns on the jets.
Morgana takes it, and we got Larkin, and it's Johnny, it's Doc, and Morgana jumps into the lead there. Morgana takes the lead. Oh, it's amazing stuff. It's absolutely amazing. As Morgana takes the
I
lead.
have my pistol.
Now back to topless darts at Roehampton.
Indeed, this is the Widowmaker, the bigger Widowmaker chase, the 315 Widowmaker chase, and the lead is Morgana, and Morgana's up first. Here we go.
And the blinkered. I'm not going to do it. No. Derek and Clive is not suitable for this stream.
I get the impression that no one else has reacted, but that style of horse racing
They don't know.
commentary
They don't know.
is very British.
They don't even know who Derek and Clive are.
Oh yeah.
Well,
I'm smiling on the inside.
Trevor Denham, who's the famous guy that does it down in LA. He was actually Australian, but yeah, I picked up the reference.
No, you're all wrong.
Okay, so Morgana just pounds, feet pounding Morgana. Well, Morgana, you know why Morgana is running ahead so much? She thinks some bugger's going to fiddle with the Reckless, isn't it? Well, she's not there to fix it. Anyway, Jinx, you're up.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Racing at Newmarket. They're about to go into the stalls for the 3:30, so over to you, Peter.
Thanks.
Oh, potentially. Probably back in the Marshal's office she can broadcast from.
Yes, the 7 runners for this first Durex handicap over 6 furlongs are just beginning to load up.
Admin and such for the whole.
This is the real version, but it's not politically correct. It's funny as fuck.
Yeah, mind leasing and admin. That seems rather reasonable, doesn't it? I will concede that point.
All right.
I'll give you a penny for a very clever idea.
And I will be using that as my basis for this.
Oh.
I bring more bad guys, you bring more good guys. Good for you.
Like, basically, I want to get on the thing and... I gotta... That's for tests. So...
Okie dokie.
Trying to pull assistance and company and that kind of stuff, and then that'll probably be like my turn, like grabbing the intercom, switching it to station wide, and
making a public service announcement,
making a warning. Now is the time to defend your colony, rather than be enslaved or be murdered.
Well, I'm inspired.
As these are black flag, red flag pirates or something like that.
Space pirates of the worst sort.
Well, traditionally, like, a red flag means no quarter, you're all going to die.
Okay, so I think that's the easiest way to do that. So that's Morgana.
You need to put them colonies on our allies tab, don't you?
Jix. Well, I could just open them for you, and then you can just. Do you know what I mean? You get your own one, don't you? I just end up with loads on my screen, but at least that way. Who's this? This is Deckard.
Oh, is this? Did he play the card that barfs out all the extras that come to help?
Yeah.
Indeed.
And if you just drag that onto your allies tab on your main character sheet
That
tab.
is my least favorite.
I think Mac D's gonna change the XML to get rid of that card in his game.
That card drives me fucking bananas.
It is hard.
What are we supposed to do with that card? We'll drag it somewhere?
Yeah, best thing to do is to put it on your main tab on the allies box. Just drag it onto there so it's in your allies, and then you've got a reference to it all the time, and you haven't got a search.
Does everybody get one? Is that what it is?
Alternately, you can drag it to a hotbar.
Yeah, but hotbar is not the same as on your character sheet. It ain't going anywhere on your character sheet, is it?
Basically, that's you've now got a colonist
ally.
ally. Indeed. Colonist number 2 is where did I put colonist number 2? There's colonist number 2.
Hey, Morgana,
I'm still confused, Timothy. What's the difference? I mean, other than the fact
because it's meant to be an ally, so so the hotkey is the hotbar is a shortcut to something. The ally thing, if allies works properly, when it eventually does again, it's an ally. Yeah, it's a character you control. So
but you still can't control them as well.
You can control them, just not as perfectly as usual. Yeah.
Right. But that's a FGU thing. That's not a.
It is an FGU thing. So,
yeah.
Okay, so basically, Jinx, what's your colonist up to? Also, you can, if you want to name your colonist, feel free to do so. I'll have to type the name in, but no, don't, dude. I made that mistake. I've already given you the sheets. If I change the names, it breaks everything. So I'm afraid you're stuck with colonist too.
That's fine.
How do you open up the sheet if you closed it?
Lol.
You drag it to your allies thing, and then it's there.
No, he's already closed it. So now the DM has to go find it, and drag it onto his token. This is one of the perks of this card.
It's on my token. I just can't reopen it again. I keep
the DM has to drag it to your portrait on the top to dump so that the sheet is visible to you.
Oh, okay.
Weapons, so
like it's you have to give it to the player that way. So if the player closed it without hotbarring or to putting it in the allies, the DM has to drag it to you again.
Jelsa, do you need another adventure card?
No, I'm good.
Okay. We could call for enemy reinforcements and get adventure cards.
I think we've made it complicated enough.
Now that you said it, it's like a challenge.
Well, just let me know when the time is right. I keep getting the timing wrong with that card.
Rogers.
Okay, are we still moving? What's happening?
Waiting on Mr. Roger Holmes.
Oh, my mistake. I didn't hear it was my turn. Okay.
I've changed my mind. I'm upping the stakes on the auto instead of giving them a trait bonus.
And when cards are played, they go into the discard pile, right?
Yes.
But there isn't actually a discard pile, so you just.
What do you want us to play so you can grab it from the discard?
Just to mess with Dawes, I might pull that goddamn give me extra colonist card out again so that we get extras. But I won't.
Just bear in mind. Just bear in mind the implications of rocks fall, everybody dies when you're on a space station on an asteroid.
No, I know.
No one can hear you when you scream.
I know.
I know. I'm joking. Don't worry. Okay.
I didn't have to run to get that far, so I'm going to just run up here and close the one door.
Okay.
Or scurry up here and close the one door, I should say.
Oh, to Tent City. No problem at all. That's
Correct.
fine. Okay. Colonist number 3 is down here.
I reshuffled the deck every game session, and damn if this card doesn't pop up every single session and get used.
I did have a custom. I did create a custom adventure deck back in the day.
Without
where I took
this?
out all the cards. Well, I took out all the cards I hated, and I think I may well do it again one day.
You're gonna have to show me how to do that.
You literally just have to go find the X. You have to go get the XML
file and
format deck.
remove them cards. Yeah.
Well, you copy the XML entry, create a new deck, and then paste in the existing XML, the entry for all the cards, and then you take out the cards. The problem is you don't want to take out too many cards because otherwise the party start noticing that all the cards. You've got to have a level of enough cards that the party don't notice that you fiddled with the deck, because of course you never admit you fiddled with it.
No, I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about, considering there are players at my table that are here.
Okay, Daniel Larkin runs.
It's like the deck of many things. You never just give them a raw deck of many things.
I don't know.
No, you just give them what you just give them a whole deck of Donjon, don't you? Or the one that sends their soul to hell instantly.
Nah, this is boring unless you really want to get rid of a player. But you should be having an adult conversation with them, not stacking a deck of many things.
Lol.
To be honest, players love the deck of many things. I've never understood why. They just feel the need to keep using it. Once you give it to them, I mean, these days I'd never give it to the party. But yeah, it is in Savage Pathfinder.
It is so much fun, but yeah, you can wreck a campaign or your character.
Although
this is the slowest paced sprint ever.
I know we're sidestepping too much. Doc, you're up. Let's go. We're going to start doing 6-second countdowns. 5, 4, 3.
Well, if you wanted to really slow it down, we could have done the narrative chase.
Oh no! This is
that's what's going to slow it down. Talking about what we could have done to slow it down. Yeah. 5, 4.
And colonist number 4 is back here, Doc. And I know someone closed it, but I can't remember which one it is. So when it gets to whoever closed their colonist off, then I'll be able to reopen it and give it to them. You should be able to hit the run button again to make your colonist run if you want to, because it should treat it separately because the combat track has moved on.
Oh, sorry. Didn't realize it would roll immediately.
It's absolutely fine.
If you approve that move, yeah.
Mr. Jimenez, sir.
Boom.
Oh, what a lovely area to throw a hand grenade at. And colonist number 5 is back here.
Oh, look at that. You got a 6-0.
A 6-0. The only thing I would say about Here Come the Cavalry, it does make me, it just, as a GM, it does mean I get to kill people because I just start, because I don't think there's, to artificially imply there's risk in what's going on. It's nice to have all the extras around that you can mercilessly kill. You know what I mean? Because then the players might not freak out by it in this day and age, but at least it gives the impression that it's bloody dangerous what you're up to for a change. Decade, you're up.
All right.
Linda does not have a colonist attached for some reason.
She does, it's just hidden.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
There's my 9.
Okay. You have colonist 6, who's actually just northwest of you. Yeah. Yeah, it's more west-northwest, wasn't it? Okie dokie. And Linda's up.
Well, Linda's gonna move here. Lock the two airlocks, one to the side and one behind. And then she's
the ones to the side's already locked, so you can lock the one behind you.
Okay, and then she's gonna move another step.
Yep.
And lock. Oh, somebody's still in there? Roger's still in there. Okay, so then she's just gonna it's too late for her to sprint, so she's just gonna move another 2 or something. Like that.
Tell Roger to shut the door behind him.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, no, I don't think it's a reason. I don't think it's too late to sprint because it's perfectly reasonable that you went through the door, locked it, noticed Roger, kept moving down, and then decide halfway through your move to run. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You got 6 seconds to get through a door, open it, and then choose to run a bit. So you get to run another 3 inches.
5. No,
3.
I think I 5. I just rolled for 5.
D6 minus 2, 3. You're encumbered.
Oh, 3. Oh, okay.
So you get to move another 3 whole inches. Yeah. So that
I don't know where. Somewhere about there.
Linda, you need to drop some stuff off so you're not encumbered. Do you want to give it to me? I'll carry it for you.
There's colonist number 7.
Colonist number 7 is going to sprint. So I'll do a little bit of run on that, and they run. They have normal 6 travel, so they move 9.
That's correct.
1 here, and then 6 more. 8 more. 8 more. Sorry, my math is hard. We already determined that.
That's okay. No, that's okay. That's absolutely fine. Right. At which point, I think it's time to have this chap step out from the sideway here.
What? Don't kill my colonist.
It means you'll have less to worry about on your turn.
That's true.
He's goth. He's black eyeliner.
He's going to win. I'm going to spend a Benny on him. He's going to survive.
That's okay. I did actually. Don't worry. I did actually shoot your one. I'd already targeted a separate one before you got there. So splat. Colonist number 4 goes down in a hail of flechette rounds.
Oh no! He's got that black eyeliner.
Just think now.
He does indeed. So he's off hold, and it's combat round number 4, and we have jokers for the bad guys and jokers for the good guys, and the bad guy gets to go first. So he is actually going to take a multi-action. For his first shot, he's going to shoot colonist number 7, coming towards him at a pace. Hitting,
he's going to miss. No, I'm going to Benny that.
You can't.
I can't Benny that.
Not a wild card. You can't Benny's on
unless you've got common bond.
Yeah.
No.
Unless you've got common bond. No.
No.
So I'm afraid colonist number 7 goes charging round the corner and dies in a hail of flechette rounds.
Sorry.
Can I tell you how much all the players I let use Uncommon Bond love it?
Oh yeah, I forgot about Uncommon Bond. I have to remember to use that one again.
Sometime. What is Uncommon Bond? Well,
it's Common Bond where you can give away bennies, but what you do is then you get like a boon to bennies that you play for yourself.
Okay.
It's like to encourage people to give bennies. I must admit, I've never needed it because I find when I'm playing games, players are quite happy to share bennies around. But Uncommon Bond is designed to sort of encourage people to give bennies to other people rather than hoard them to themselves. Quite nice. It's like a $1 product or something on Drive-Thru RPG. Himini, you're up. I'll find the link later.
I should have the link somewhere, but yeah, and then
I'm going to do that thing that you like, where I can spend a penny to do that re-roll because that was a rubbish roll.
Be my guest.
That's better, right? So 13.
Actually, it's 50 cents.
You want 50 cents, not a penny? Okay, hang on. I'll send it to you on PayPal.
And the interesting thing about it too is that, like, to let the players keep track. I was thinking about your super conviction or whatever that's coming up that you need to kind of track, and what it wouldn't drag into the chat. I don't know how to handle that one, but like I use an arcane background for it because it's got the denominator and the numerator, and I mean it doesn't trigger anything. It's just a way to track the tokens so that the players can edit that and deal with it, and it works out just fine. Just make an uncommon bond arcane background, drop it on their powers thing, and then they can keep track of their tokens, how many they've got as the denominator, and how
Yeah.
Right, I wounded him.
Okay. I missed. Oh, what the hell? I'll spend another penny.
Who?
No, just missed. Oh, hang on.
Did you just kill the guy I just hit wounded or not?
Okay. I'm going to soak that.
Okay, I'm not spending any more bennies.
You hit him, but he's still up and running.
Okay.
No, another one stepped out from further down and started opening fire at you. Actually, I'm going to retcon that. I'm not going to soak that. Where is he? He is shaken and wounded. There we go. Well, his number 3 is going to hide.
Yeah, he's going to hide. He's just seen 2 of his mates get shot. Yeah.
Indeed. Jinx, you're up.
Okay. I
Jinx
will
got
just.
You can hear gunfire and screams coming down the corridor. It seems that basically there are multiple deaths occurring. Mostly, by the look of the bodies, you can see from the colonists that are coming to help you.
Yeah, they're all just getting murdered. Yeah.
Yeah, but the way to look at it is every colonist that you cause get murdered means it's one less attack on a player. Deckard, you're up.
Remember to lock up. Oh no, it's waiting for Roger. Sorry.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's the idea is the idea of that uncommon bond is to basically to give players an incentive to take the edge in the first place.
Right, but they like the boons too, right? So
exactly. Yeah. I might have to use it.
I mean, if they're going to use common bond anyway, I just like the uncommon bond to give them, more stuff.
Agreed. Okay, Deckard runs pounding down the corridor, jumping over the corpses of the recently deceased. And fires are not telekinetic.
So are these backliners wild cards or not?
Oh yeah, someone played Aho, didn't they? Which makes them stronger.
All right.
They weren't wild cards. I decided to make them wild cards because that makes them because the card says they become tougher foes. They are wild cards, but basically they will use bennies to reroll attacks or damage, not to soak. I've decided. So you did wound. I retconned the soak I did on the one you know what I mean. So.
Oh, that's why you retconned it.
Yeah. I shall save the bennies for violence, not for soaking damage.
I like the way.
Sorry.
I like the way Deckard carefully stays behind him and he.
He's not stupid. Okay, colonist number 6 is here. My word. Colonist number 6 is obviously very upset that all his buddies got killed and he's either going to run very fast in the wrong other direction or he's actually going to manage to get into melee range. He's in melee range if he wants to attack with that oh so deadly knife.
Take charge, Colonist 6. Oh, he could pick up a gun from Colonist 7 on the ground there on the way up.
He has got a pistol, but he's running to melee range, so.
Oh, he's got a pistol.
Have you seen the point blank mastery edge?
It's 2 though. Can he shoot? Isn't that 2?
Oh, he can shoot. Yeah, certainly he can. He can shoot. Yeah. He misses.
He'll miss. Good thing he didn't crit fail and shoot him instead.
And well, shooting him and he's boring. I'd do something much more interesting. Roger, you're up.
Yeah, it wouldn't
Roger,
work on
don't
me, would
forget
it?
to
It just bounced off my
don't forget
hide.
to shut the door. Roger, don't forget to shut the door.
Yeah. That's what I've been doing.
Okay.
So with my massive run, I'm going to step forward and lock this door.
Okay. Step forward to there. Yeah, that gets you 4 inches.
I'm going to dart over here and lock that door.
Okay, that gives you, that's 3 inches. That's, yep, there you go.
Oh, what happened
And then
there?
I will come back to here.
Sounds
I'm locking all the doors as I go.
That's weird.
Not to mention
And
that puts him at the rear where he's less likely to get killed.
Well, I wasn't going to point that out.
Well, Morgana
Shouldn't do
will
that.
because she's running as fast as she can.
You tell him I'm with you.
Mark is going to poke his head out the door and take a shot at the black line.
Go for it.
Right in between the two friendly. This is going to be good.
Oh, it's a good shot. Look at that. That's obviously why it's called
Holy
Mark.
mackerel. Wow.
Mark is
Sharp
a marksman. That is a hit with a raise, I believe. Yes. Roll for damage.
I didn't need the raise.
I'm afraid that ain't going to do much. No, it's not going to do much, I'm afraid.
Yeah, he hit him real good. He just, didn't hit him real good. So, okay.
Yeah. Linda, you're up.
Linda's going to sprint if there aren't any doors to close. So she's going to do a little bit of the running. And that gives her a move of 8. She's going to cut the corner and move there. And she is going to click on the end turn, which didn't click before. I can't click it for some reason.
Linda takes the racing line through that corner. Did you notice?
Exactly. No wimping out. There we go. I moved the window out of the way.
That's good. Daniel Larkin is going to get a 10. He's going to get to. He's going to get to there. And then he is going to fire his heavy revolver. Black liner number 2 and miss. Doc, you're up.
Right. That fucker's still up, is he?
Doc is sprinting fast.
24 seconds. We'll have it passed.
I'm stopping just outside of melee range. And I'm giving him both barrels.
Okay. I don't think it. I think I clicked was closed by mistake rather than accept me move. Sorry about that.
And when I say giving them both barrels, this is a pump action shotgun, so there's only one barrel on there. But
do you want to re-accept your move because I think I clicked no rather than yes by mistake.
For some reason, 2 is moving now. Colonist number 3. Or maybe that's an attack.
Is that's what happened? Is it? Yeah, that's fine. Colonist number 3. There you go.
Right.
I shall just play swaps. It's the old token stacking fun. Are you shooting Black Liner or Black Liner 2 from there?
If you can reach Black Liner 2, might be worth it with the gun. Because you're going to do a lot of damage with that, and the first guy's almost dead, I think.
Yeah, don't forget though, it's Black Liner 2 would probably be at medium range, so that's only 2d6.
Got it.
Yeah, and the other thing too is firing a shotgun with all these pellets. I'm trying to get up close so that I don't poke a hole in the shell.
In the word of Hicks, eat this. Go for it.
Oh, that looks good.
It does indeed. So that's Black Liner 3 hit with a raise. Both barrels at short range. Off you go. Yeah, I don't think he's surviving this one. Black.
Airlock splatter. Black Liner turned into
I'll
airlock
take the rest
splatter.
of my move, and I'm done.
And Morgana's up.
Nope, she's still
Small
sprinting
and
high
ass.
speed. Still doing high speed.
Past Doc. And the little guy that I'm in charge of has never left any sleep. I better run him.
The last shall be first.
And he comes running out going, what's going on? He's got 9.
Yeah. Gets into there.
How many of those? So we've killed 3 of those guys. There's probably 5 more. We see one of them.
Okay, new round. So 30 seconds it's 30 seconds has passed since the
I thought each round was 6 seconds. Each round is 10
This
seconds.
is the 5th round. So it'll be 30 seconds at the end of this round. This is round 5.
Oh, okay.
So 24 seconds have passed, and now we're into the 30 seconds. Hibidi, you're up. It up to a couple of black liners.
Fast, furious, and fun.
Well, I hope you're having fun, even if it isn't fast. It's possibly furious.
Him and he's feeling a little stiff.
No. He's going to have to throw his axe.
You have to throw it harder than that.
Emily, did you ever watch Prey and see that girl with your weapon?
No, I've not watched it.
I enjoyed that. I really did enjoy that, has to be said.
I thought it was pretty sweet. I thought it was a really
that.
good movie.
Yeah, I hear it's really good. I want to watch it with my kids, though.
It's the best Predator film since the original, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's what I've heard people say.
And you know what? As far as like kids are concerned, and I come out on the wrong end of this, but the violence bothers me a lot less than like the sex and the drug use. So, take that for what it's worth. But it shouldn't have been R. It could have been PG-13 for sure.
I did enjoy it. The thing is, there's also on Disney Plus. There's 2 versions. There's the version that's obviously the general release version, and then there's the version that the whole film's in Comanche.
I've heard that, but I didn't see it on Disney Plus. Is it on Disney Plus?
It's under language. Well, it's under language options. You can change
the Brits,
the audio.
The Brits, they probably merged Hulu and Disney Plus.
Yeah, I only saw it on Hulu. I heard it was supposed to be on Disney Plus.
They're owned by the same company, so
yeah. Basically, it's like it's in the UK because we don't. It's like Disney Plus is where I go to watch the Orville and where I saw Play, because obviously we, as you say, they merged them over here. We get some advantages, I suppose. Doc, anyway, over to you, sir.
What's the second version like?
By the way, I've been enjoying that Robin Hood I found. That thing's pretty sweet. I like that.
It is good, isn't it? I do like
with Ray Winstone. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah.
Is that the one that you tipped us all to? I'm down to the last episode and a half, and it's like I can't watch this. It's too horrifying.
That's all good stuff.
What was the
when you say the last one?
What was the difference with the second version of the film?
It's in Comanche.
Yeah, you can have the entire film run in Comanche.
I don't know what that means.
The language that they are supposed to be speaking is Comanche. Instead of having it translated into English, it's all in Comanche.
Oh, wow.
And presumably still French.
Yeah,
I don't know.
They don't bother to translate the French, do they?
No, they don't actually.
Yeah,
Doc, you're up. Probably because it is.
Wow, that was quick. All right. Did you sploink the last one, Himini?
No, I didn't sploink him.
He actually missed.
That's a technical term.
I assumed it was some sort of medical terminology.
I'm going just past Himini. Target him.
Boy, for a healer, Doc, you're doing an awful lot of freaking damage here.
Good at anatomy. He knows where to hit him.
Isn't that where the saying "physician, don't be a heel" comes in?
Oh. Don't give him a Benny for that.
Take a Benny off him for that, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, 2 votes to take a Benny away from him.
I'm just going to shoot him instead.
That works too.
Oh, guy just appeared out of woodwork, didn't he? What happened? Was he in the floor?
He walked out the end of this corridor and then walked down the rows and then missed. Okay, in the meantime, this guy takes 2 wounds.
All right, and then I'm going to complete my move.
I am using tactics. They are staying hidden until they're in a position to attack you, and then they will attack you. Obviously, you guys were running, otherwise you'd have proper gunfights where you had to duck into corridors and go on hold and shoot them and stuff. But anyway, Jinx, you're up.
Okay. I don't see any enemies in the way, so
I think it is.
You just see dead friends, yeah. Dead colonists.
+2 movement.
Well, I ain't fighting for them if they don't fight for themselves.
Hey, don't forget you have +2 move. Oh, it already has it? Oh, it already says. Okay.
When you add run in.
That's good.
Deckard, you're up.
Well, all right.
All right. Go to Kevin's Twitch stream and say
That's
the bennies
my
must
8
flow.
base.
We haven't got enough bennies. Isn't that working?
Okay. Okay.
Tension is palpable. Oh, he's. No, you can't get the second one by the look of things.
I'm looking. I want to see if I can extend the range, but I don't know if I can.
It's more. I think. Well, actually, where he is, it's drawing a straight line. If you are there and you
Double
can
the
see...
powers list. Double the powers listed range for +1 power point.
Yeah, it's more the curvature of the boulevard. I think he's just out of, because if you look at the curve of the boulevard, I think this wall here is just enough to give him cover. Yeah, you can see him now.
Jesus. Okay. So, I thought I had a thing for additional targets, but I'm not seeing it. Shit.
Pass. Which power?
I was going to do Havoc.
Havoc's an area of effect, I believe, isn't it?
Oh, that's right. It's the medium blast.
Maybe don't do that one in the airlock.
You can bolt them both.
I think I will just bolt them both. Because that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so 5.
Right, that's actually a miss. That's a failure to cast rather than an actual miss. Ironically, isn't it? This is probably that's a successful casting and hitting. And then, oh, look at that! Enhanced damage hits with raises. Roll for that damage. Nanites pour forth. Okay, so that's a horrible mess is left by when those nanites start deconstructing Black Liner, number whatever he was, 2. And what did the nanites do to Black Liner? Oh, my word, those nanites are just basically very good at. You're obviously unleashing disassembling nanites, aren't you?
Yeah, my specialty. Yeah, so.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you are a breaker after all. So literally, as you can imagine, basically a stream of you can't even see the stream of nanites he pours forth, but all of a sudden, in front of your very eyes, these guys just start basically having their basically their DNA being broken down by the nanites. So it's quite an unpleasant mess that collapses to the floor. Whereas the other one just screams, his skin just starts being eaten away. Okay, colonist is running. Got a 10. Colonist 6 actually. Our surviving colonist. Oh, if he stands behind him, and he can get a shot in if you want. If you move him down to there, you see now you need. If you move him to there, so if he misses, you can shoot the doc or him, and then you can take a shot if you want.
Well, who wouldn't want to take a shot with those chances? Well, he didn't crit down.
Technically, innocent bystander isn't a crit. It's just if I think it's dramatically appropriate, but critical fails is always more fun. Anyway, Linda, you're up.
Linda's wondering whether she can empty her Anik water skin drinking it to get rid of 1 pound of weight. And if so, that's what she's going to do so she can run faster.
You could drop it.
You could just
I could drop it, but I'm asking.
Strange.
Oh, well.
You can drink it if you want to, but if you literally just unequip it, or you just drop it on the floor and keep running, you'd be fine.
Drink a pound of water.
Oh God! Okay. What you really want to do is, what you really need to do is put all your. What you really need to do is actually on your party sheet is put all the stuff you want to pee in your backpack. Type as the location of the backpack, and then it's in your backpack, and then all you do is when you take your backpack off, you only have to unequip your backpack, and everything in your backpack is also unequipped automatically for you.
Yep, that's what I used to do.
Yep.
Okay. Well, right now I'm dropping the Anik water skin to get rid of it.
Okay. Go for it.
So now she can run. She's going to run. And now she's running her more normal pace. So she's going to move there. And
the great thing about it is you don't actually need to type backpack. All you have to do is just type B.
Okay.
And it shows up.
Well, if I put it in the backpack, it's still going to count as weight, right? Oh, you already did it. You just did it.
Yeah, but the point is, if you put them in your backpack,
and then drop the backpack.
Then when you drop the backpack, anything that's in the backpack is also dropped. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So now you see, if I click on the carried button on your backpack and you unclick it, then everything in your backpack should be. Hang on, you just need to turn it all on first, and then when you unclick your backpack, it's not doing it. That's because that's not your backpack. When you unclick your backpack, everything in your backpack. Do you see what I mean? Is equipped or unequipped. If you just drop your backpack like so, then everything in your
backpack.
Yeah.
Somebody's got kids of age. I'm a backpack loaded up.
I don't want this.
Backpack.
If you want that. There we go.
Come on, Vamonos.
That's right. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah,
the Dora the Explorer. Yes.
Sorry, I went into education mode. Roger, you're up. Let's go. Go on. I always find chases the slowest part of FantasyGrounds and Savage Worlds in general. I mean.
Okay, Roger's going to run. Actually get some decent distance this time.
Well, this isn't really a chase, is it? It's more like just running in combat. Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
Well, that's the whole
Roger's
point.
going to
of
run
it.
to here and say, "Come on, guys! Come on! We can do this! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!"
Why is the dock on the cutting edge? What are you doing, Himini?
Colonist 3 will go ahead and don't do that. Do it this way. He's not going to run, but he is going to move forward.
Okie doke. That gets us to Morgana. Hibity had to stop and engage in hand-to-hand combat. The doc just ran past with a shotgun.
Yeah, you got excited, you see. Haven't you killed that guy yet?
They keep popping up. I keep killing them. They keep popping up.
Puts me just ahead of him, any.
It does indeed.
And Colonist 1 is still lagging back there. Well, what's going on? What's going on?
He's keeping safe. It's not a bad idea.
Indeed.
He's caught up to Jinx.
Okay, that brings us to Daniel Larkin, who gets a whole 9. Gets him to there. Okay, that means Black Liner number 4. He's going to spend his last penny to unshake. He's going to fire his flechette gun at the dock.
No, he's not.
Oh, yes, he is. And I'm afraid that it hits. And the flechette rounds... and basically, it wasn't a good shot, but it was enough to give the dock pause as the flechette rounds shake him. And then last but no means least, I'm going to have a come round the corner from this corridor here and shoot Linda Carmichael in the back.
What the hell?
Which misses due to the range. However, I'll give him 2 bennies because he's a wild card and re-roll the shot and still misses. Okay. In that case, he's then going to continue.
He didn't get a bonus for shooting in the back?
No, it's better. He's not really shooting in the back. It's just he's been waiting behind to wait till pretty much everyone runs forward and attacks.
He has 3 wounds. Why is that?
Who?
The one you
Black
just
Liner
shot Linda
3.
has got 3 wounds.
I have no. Black Liner 3 doesn't have 3 wounds.
Well, instead of maybe you used the wrong character to attack then, because it says flechette gun shooting -3 wounds -3.
Or maybe he put bennies in the wrong. He hit 3.
Maybe. Well, it's my mistake. Yes, obviously, you know what it is. I probably hadn't moved the combat tracker on from the guy who had taken 3 wounds. So So does that mean I actually hit Linda? It does, doesn't it? Well, that's nice. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm just going to.
Good catch, guys. Good catch.
Sorry. I just was confused. It was weird to me.
That's absolutely fine. I am not really going to retcon the fact that I wasted pennies on shoot Linda.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
I'm just instead what I'm going to do is pretend he was never there. He spent his bennies, and I'm just going to take it out of the equation from where he was. I'm just going to move him somewhere else instead later on.
He's going to be a surprise
I
character
did target
later
him, but I rolled an 8 on him. Does that hit?
I'll put him over there. Oh, did you just go on to shoot the one? This guy. Yep, be my guest.
Yep. I rolled an 8 to hit him. Do I need to roll again?
Sorry, no, you'll be fine. Hang on.
See, that's a hit.
Yeah,
Boom. You can do it yourself, you know, Doc. You can just drag the D8
I did not know you could do that.
onto the thing, and it will do it properly for you. And the players can do it as well.
Players could do that. I did not know players could do that. I should have bought you a Benny for teaching me something I didn't know.
Well, yes. Well, I know so many hidden things about this game. So much stuff. Yes.
What can you do?
What can the players do?
Yeah, what's
not
the
telling you. If you weren't listening, that's your hardship.
Oh Jesus! What's with the tough crowd today?
Because I'm mean. No, you know when you roll an attack, when a player rolls an attack, but they're not targeting the character. If you drag the result from the chat onto the combat tracker or
Just
onto the map,
enough.
it tells you whether it's a hit or a miss or not.
Oh, right.
And it
Okay.
affects the combat tracker. So if it's a hit of a raise,
I
it'll
knew,
do the.
I knew the GM could. I knew the GM could do it. I didn't realize players could do it.
No, the players can do it because the players fuck up and don't target all the time.
Well, you're nearly at the landing bay. The landing bay is just up ahead.
Which landing bay are we talking about? The L, what the nearest L?
The nearest L.
We've got another one down here.
Hibbity's up. I think this is 6, isn't it? I think that's 6 bad guys. I've lost track.
Son of a bitch.
Honest number 6, eh? 5, rather. Honest number 5 is obviously a good sprinter. Okay. Daniel Larkin is up. He's feeling a little left behind at the moment, so he's going to run 12, it would appear. So there. He just can't shoot the guy. The curvature of the boulevard just doesn't allow it. Roger!
Haven't you ever seen Wanted, right? They can swing the gun and make the bullet curve.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Oh. Good feel. Crap physics.
Okay, I'm going to have the colonist run first, or move first, rather, to get up through that door.
Yeah, sure.
Off the floor. I picked up my phone Atex that was the first guy. And
so that will be 11. Obviously, because I did because of the way the combat tracker is, it won't treat it as a run, even though you did a proper run there.
Right. And he can't see anybody from here, so...
Run, Roger, run.
And Roger is going to use his move. He's got... Yeah, I'm going to have to run, aren't I? Okay. Yeah, good enough.
Run,
I will lock the door...
Run.
The blah, 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 blah. Stop that. Yes, that one. I will lock that one on my way past, and when I get here... I will just kind of take cover around there and look for the guy that's back that way.
Okay. I retconned him. He wasn't there because it was all horribly wrong. But yes, you're checking.
Okay.
It makes sense that you check just in case. Yes.
Yeah, I'll check. If I don't see anybody, then I'll go ahead and lock that door as well.
Okay, you lock that door as well. No problem at all. Jinx, you're up.
Hey.
Okay.
Jinx.
Just keep running. It looks like. That's a good run. Jinx is just sprinting full on there.
Yep. Yeah, it's the best way to do it. You run and just slide along that wall to accelerate.
Yeah. That brings us to Morgana.
Morgana does it.
Yep. She does indeed.
Hey, Morgana.
And then my little buddy way in the back. I mean, he's running, but he don't look real anxious to join the mess.
For the record, you can see that guy just sticking his head out up ahead, Morgana.
Oh, can I? Well, if I can just see him, I will take the shot.
Yeah.
Stick your head back in.
Hang on, that didn't target him. Let me try that again. There we go. Yeah. You're sort of there. You see, you can see him. Take your shot. That's a hit. Wow.
He's
Ignore the fact he
me and
didn't
my
actually in
ship.
the running. I'm not going to worry about it. He's shaken.
And the other
Okay.
guy, did I already move him?
You did move the other guy, yeah. I just interrupted you. Okay. I mean, I interrupted your flow by... okay, I'm going to unshake, and I'm going to shoot Himini.
No, you're not.
And I missed, so I'm going to shoot again.
Yep.
And I missed.
That's again.
Yep.
Yep, I'll just put my shield up and go, what?
That is Deckard's up next.
All right, so Deckard.
All right.
Tavis, you made me smile there.
What happened?
Tanis said, Wolf Tismus the Earth.
The bennies must flow, but...
In reverse, yeah.
So that means you have to spend a Benny for nothing.
True. I haven't actually used any yet, but you are particularly allowed to also say the GM bennies must flow. We've decided.
Yeah, don't say that. Not now.
Don't say that. Who's that? Who
Why on earth would you
say it
ever
backwards.
say that?
I say it backwards, and the GM gets a Benny. Tavis just said, so I've given myself a Benny. Thank you.
Oh.
No.
That was Tavis, and I will remember that Tuesday.
Indeed.
Let
Deckard.
the Bennies hit the floor.
In trouble if I'd be in real trouble if we ever got popular and lots of people watched it. You'd have 20 or 30 bennies if we were really popular. Can you imagine?
And what you do then is you start making it into a bot thing, and they've got to spend currency to give out bennies.
Yeah, I don't have enough people to do that sort of stuff. It's not worth it. That's not why I do it anyway.
I know, but yeah.
Maybe
if you
I
get
stream
thousands
it.
of viewers. Next week you're going to have thousands of viewers, and you're going to have to put a bot in. Otherwise, we're going to have so many bennies, you'll never be able to beat us. We'll destroy you.
Anyway.
Yeah, we'll make a computer crash.
College number 6 gets to there. Okay, that looks to me like Linda will be up next as soon as Deckard hits the end turn.
Unfortunately, I have a hard out at noon. So
that's okay.
When's that?
I don't.
It's in half an hour.
That's okay.
You gonna go
Linda's
shoot?
up.
How do you get a new card using a Benny?
You drag it onto your card.
You drag it onto the card on the combat tracker, but you don't do it when it's the end of the turn and it's your turn because there's no point. But yeah,
you didn't let me shoot.
I did.
You put my
You missed.
You pulled my turn first.
It's okay. I knew you'd do it anyway.
He was distracted by the tracker moving.
Is it who moved? Who did that? Spent a Benny on the tracker? Did you spend a Benny on the tracker, Linda?
No, I spent it on the dice tower and got it back. I was just checking if that's what happened.
Okay. Yeah, you just drag it onto the card and it rolls you another one.
I wouldn't do it now because it's
Okay.
your turn. It's the end of the round. But yeah, you drag a Benny and drop it on the card in future to get a better card.
Oh, I don't want a
worse
better
card.
card. I want another card. Can you spend bennies to get another card?
Yes.
How do you
Not
do
to
that?
get a second card, no.
Didn't we just say that?
Oh, yeah. I want a new card. I want an additional card. I guess I could swap a card. That wouldn't be so bad.
You mean adventure card or?
Yeah, I was wondering if I could get
No, adventure cards. You can't change your adventure cards now. So I thought you meant action cards or adventure cards.
I keep forgetting there's two types of cards. Yeah, I wanted another adventure card. Oh, okay. I keep getting the two cards confused. I saw somebody spend a Benny to get a card, but that must have been
You
an
want to
action
get two
card.
adventure cards, you get that edge, don't you? Destiny's Child.
Which I already have.
Oh.
There's
You want to be Destiny's Child with a ring on it, and then you might get free cards.
Okay, Daniel Larkin is first.
And Benny's on adventure cards. I keep forgetting.
Daniel Larkin runs to there and fires his heavy revolver at the black liner.
Hang on, what did I get? No, I'm not having that.
Is he going to kill him?
Oh, you might do. You really might do. Oh, until the dice let him down there. Do you know what? He's going to spend a penny on that.
I got a joker. Yeah, baby.
That's nice.
Oh, but I didn't get my Benny. That's weird.
You don't. The DM's got to give them to everybody.
Yeah, when you get them like that, the GM has to distribute.
So by getting a joker, you are on hold until you want to act, as it were, because you know what I mean, because you can interrupt at any time, Mr. Himini. So I assume you want to interrupt now.
No, I'll let Daniel Larkin carry on. That's all right.
Well, he's finished, you see.
Oh, then let Doc go.
Let the Doc go.
Let the duck go. Bird on a wing and let the duck go.
I didn't know if the Doc was going to go and do some interesting round the corner action there, but evidently he's just going to run past.
No, not really. I'm stopping and shooting him, and then I'm going to run past. So
yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah. I figured that's pretty much what you're doing. You literally, as you go past the corridor, you just go.
Yep.
Mind you, if it's a twin barrel, it takes 2 actions to reload it. Don't forget.
It's not a twin barrel. It's a pump action.
It's a pump action. That's.
I keep saying give him both barrels, and then I'm like, well, I can't really.
Go on then, shoot him. So hit with a raise.
Bye, Mr. Black Eyeliner.
That is a wound.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Dagnabbit.
And when Doc passes his go, and I will interrupt the black eyeliner.
You can tell the Doc's going in a minute. He's just spending pennies like there's no tomorrow.
All right, I'll soften them up for you, buddy.
Okay. Larkin did actually wound him after re-spending that penny, so that's 3 wounds on the black liner, who remains shaken as Himini interrupts.
Well, he's still shaking because Himini interrupts before he gets his turn.
Well, he's shaking anyway. He fails to unshake.
Oh, okay. Yep.
Because of the wounds you've dealt to him, and the same as Daniel. Himini comes bounding down the corridor.
Get him.
That's 10,
Finish
so
him.
it's 12, isn't it? My run was 12, so that's enough.
Yep.
I'm going to take his head off.
Oh, cool shot to the head, okay.
No, just a good shot to the head, that's it.
Nice.
Well, narratively speaking, I think we can safely say, yes, you did.
Yeah, I took his head off, yeah. Cool shot to the head, didn't bother taking the cool shot, just took his head off.
Indeed. Okay, that brings us to Roger, rather.
Then pick up my check X. And then I'll pick up my check X and then pass my turn. Oh, hang on.
Once again, Roger's going to say, come on, guys, come on, and get the Colonist 5 to kind of run a little bit.
Oh, yeah, Colonist 5 would have been running, but yeah.
And then I will also get Colonist 3 to run a little bit. Oh, Colonist 3 actually wants to get involved now, huh?
Yeah. I reckon the colonists should stand at the back, all aim and shoot. Or we're at the front.
Roger is going to step to here and lock that.
Okay. And then get to there all told.
Yeah, get to there all told. And I'm still not seeing anybody, so
there's nobody left.
Well, you're seeing lots of bodies. That's the problem with being the sensible one, locking all the doors behind you, isn't it, Roger?
And I expected as much, so I'm not really upset. I'm just like, okay, I'm moving along, and we're all good.
Do you wish to maintain the deflection power, Jinx?
Yes.
That will cost you however many power points it was on each person, wasn't it? Per person. Oh, 8 power points it will cost you to maintain it.
Really? I thought it was just one with the Benny.
It's per, but if you count, it's 1 per person you cast it on.
But if you need power points, Jinx, you got tons of bennies. You can spend bennies to regain.
I also have a card for power points if you want me to boost you.
Go ahead and maintain it. It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I'm gonna play a card before you Benny your power points. I'm gonna play a card. There we go. There, more power points. So anybody who uses power points, you can replenish.
I'm not sure what I got to do to maintain it, but yeah, I'll spend the.
Yeah, maintenance is per target, but ignores other power modifiers. So renewing boost trait on 3 allies costs 3 power points and extends the effect for another 5 rounds. Like I say, it's 1 power point to maintain it, but it's 1 power point per person you maintain it on.
Fair enough. Yeah. Thanks for the clarification.
Yep. So Jinx maintains the pace +2 on everybody, which means it goes back up to. Actually, I'm going to take the counter off the pace one because it's just causing me grief. Because it ain't working for people. Timers. It would have worked if I'd done it as a proper effect. Okay,
so that for me that would have been 10 because that doesn't ace, does it? I know that's right. Well, that card doesn't ace with the PowerPoint, so it would have been a 6 and a 4. So
yes, it would have been a 6 and a 4. That's correct. Yeah. Nice. Very nice. Okay.
Get the hell out of my way.
More garners on a charge.
14 catches me up to dock.
Okie dokie.
And that gets him there.
I wonder if I can do anything about that if I turn that off and that off and that off.
Linda is full sprint.
That's a shame I can't. Okay.
Now we are still. So I get 12. Keeping up.
You do indeed. Go for it.
Deckard's up. Deckard, you're on deck. Yep.
It's rough clocking.
I just can't find mine. Oh, there he is. Jesus.
Don't worry. Don't worry. At the end of this round, I'm going to a more tactical map anyway, so that will be fine.
Linda's wondering why this airlock is so bloody. She hasn't seen anybody yet.
Your positions on this map will, well, yeah. There we go.
I got to move back 3, but
that's okay. Yeah. That's absolutely fine. And colonist number 6. Oh, really? Thank you, Thelgor. The players will thank you. I won't, but the players will.
Who was that gave us some?
Thelgor. Thank you.
Cheers, Thelgor.
Thelgor. Thank you very much, Thelgor. The players thank you. I don't, but the players do.
Thank you, Thelgor.
Yeah, I told him an hour ago to do that. He's taking his time. He waited till we were running low and then did it.
Well, it's a sensible time to do it.
We carry
Okay.
the bennies over to the next session if we're still in combat, right?
Yep.
Drat, yes. I forgot I made that rule up. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is where things will get interesting.
We need everyone to keep saying, bennies must flow, so we have 20 bennies at the end.
When I made this map, I spent so much. It took me a while to realise I had done the angles on the map incorrect. So that's okay. So basically, with everyone dead, what's going to happen is it's going to be I'll do it as a new round of initiative. So then let's actually, in fact, let's just do it. Let's give everyone a chance to get. Basically, once you get to this airlock, that we swap maps. So let's go for it. Morgana, you're first.
And we're still running.
You are still running. It's basically all you need to do is get to that airlock. If you get to the airlock, it means you'll start on the airlock map. But if you don't get to the airlock, you'll have to get onto the airlock map. But that's not a problem.
I think I made it to the airlock.
You made it to the airlock. You did indeed. So Morgana, I will put you on the airlock map. And
bollocks.
There we go. And yeah.
He makes it to there.
Makes it to there. That's absolutely fine. Then that gets us to Roger.
Yeah, you're not part. You got to pass. You go on to the colonist for it to actually do his role, don't you? His run roll.
Technically, but it doesn't matter. Roger's up.
See, you guys, I'm sure, are surprised at what good shape us mechanics climbing around engines and equipment and wrenching on stuff actually stay in.
Yeah, unfortunately, he runs straight into an auto turret Gatling gun.
I'll just take my body back to my family on Banshee.
If somebody casts another power spell and casts it with hurry, do the hurries accumulate?
No.
Okay.
You only ever take the best, if that makes sense, of the roll. You only get the best modifier, which, of course, with a hurry, can't really change much.
Okay.
It's over a minute. Okay, Deckard's up. You can position yourselves accordingly. There is a door there that is currently closed, but when you open it, that will be the this is like the airlock you two are in at the moment. So you can. Yeah,
so where's the airlock exactly?
You need to get to there to get to the other map. If that makes sense.
That's where their ship is landing?
That's their ship's going to be landing on that. Technically, I got the map slightly wrong, but yeah, the ship's going to be landing on the landing pad there. Yeah.
Got it.
When I made this map, I got it completely, or the orientation completely wrong, or rather, I made
this map you got it right. The people who made the adventure got it wrong. It's Pinnacle's fault.
Okay.
Okay, make your moves.
I put Deckard on that map there, and again, that's where you are. You can position yourself accordingly on that map, as it were.
Now, did we just come running off that walkway, or did we come running through those double doors?
The idea is you're technically there's like a basically this room here you're in now is like a bit like an airlock. So there's a door behind you that you've just come in through, which takes you back onto the boulevard, and then that's the pathway down to the landing pads. Okay, colonist number 6. Let's just do a run for colonist number 6, because if any of them make it, great. If they don't, it's not work. We could worry about it later. And that brings us to Doc. Doc, you're within walking distance.
The stream's going to end in a minute.
Technically, you know what I mean. You'll
that
get
was
there.
The well-long chase.
Oh, okay.
Because you could get there, is what I'm saying. And then you on that map you can position yourself wherever you want.
The monsters we were fighting there were meant to be weak, but
next turn, as it were.
One of the players played an adventure card.
Who was doing that
tough
opening?
Characters.
Probably Himini, because he's closest. but whoever wants to. So the point. Oh, actually, no. Sorry, the hand scanner's there to open the door. Look, I put a little hand scanner on this map.
All right, I'll go over there and do the hand scanner thing.
Okay, Jinx, you're up. I say, if you don't make it to that map, don't worry. I'll just basically have to move you onto the map.
And that's me done. So I've got to drop out. Thanks for a good game, man.
See you later, mate.
Okay. See you later.
See ya.
We're still on at 4, right, Deckard?
No, we're not, because it's Labor Day and they wanted to not play.
Oh, yep, that makes sense. Okay, thank you, man.
Okay.
See ya.
Labor Day.
Well, technically tomorrow's Labor Day, first Monday in September.
Right.
If you want to Benny that run, Jinx, feel free to do so if you want to try and get better.
Because Americans can't do May Day like everybody else on the fucking planet.
Okay.
No, it wouldn't.
All right, so they have a May Day. They have a Labor Day. It's Labor Day when everyone goes out and works really hard.
And unfortunately, Americans aren't even aware of the importance of May Day, but I'm not going to get into that.
Well,
No,
May Day
that's the
got
day
any
that
importance?
Americans don't labor.
I wonder about that one. Someone's just pointed. Oh, okay. Linda, you're up.
Okay. Doing a run.
Go for it. That's a good run. No, Labor Day is the only day you're allowed to give back to the USA. Oh dear, I have to give you a Benny for that one, Tavis.
Don't let him have any bennies. He's in chat. He's not allowed to have any.
Don't watch it. Try to claim it on Tuesday.
Are there people? Are there non-Americans complaining about Americans on this chat?
No, Tavis is saying. Tavis is saying. Rannick, if you watch the Rise of the Rune Lords, Labor Day is the only day that Americans are allowed to give birth.
I have a small emergency, so I'm stepping away.
Nice.
Well, it's the wrong date this year because my daughter just posted a thing that said September 9th is the most common birth date in the U.S. Well, at least in the U.S., which, if you think about it, my younger grandson's going, really? I share my birthday with everybody?
New Year's Eve babies, man. That's what happens.
Right, I need to put the last few bad guys. I need the last few bad guys on. And then we can.
There's bad guys here?
There will be as soon as you open that damn door, Himiny. Like you didn't know that was coming, right?
Shock, surprise, dismay.
Okay, so I got myself confused there. Yes. Yeah. Okay. I need to do that.
I think that's it for the day.
Do that.
The stream is about to end.
I need to do that, and go 1, 2, 1, 2, and then I need to deal them in. Deal. Okay. And I put 1 there.
And that chase was enough for us to all get an advance, wasn't
it? Possibly. Who knows? We shall see. Mid adventure. Yeah. And yeah, that's same for this one. Okay. Deckard, you have the Joker and you are up. Okay, so you have a corridor down
don't
which
worry,
you can
Fogel.
see.
Cheers.
Right.
Well, what you can see, it's very. For some reason, the power's out in this corridor, and you're not sure why.
All right, I'm gonna go there.
Oh, hang on. I thought we was finishing, but maybe we're not.
And
right. Okay, let's carry on.
What would that be? A notice roll, or does it have to be something technical to see what?
You can see what you can see. The very far end of this corridor. So you know that often.
Shit. I don't notice the thing.
No, no. Oh, I see what you mean.
We'll see.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Sorry, I see what you mean. Yeah, I misunderstood.
No. No, the map's working the way it's supposed to, pal. I'm talking about my roll. So
Yeah.
that's me.
No problem. You look down the corridor and see nothing. Okay.
Yeah.
Does everybody move?
You're sitting there, you stuck your binoculars in your eyeball too hard and you can't see properly. I poked myself in the eye.
Colonist number 6 will get to this map next turn. Doc opens the door and goes on hold because he's not here anymore. Morgana, you're up.
Well, Morgana sees the door open, can't see a whole lot ahead, and
Yeah,
she's been
okay.
running all get out, so she's
Don't know how much
just
longer we've got
still
to go. Maybe
running
another hour. That'd be
because,
good.
well, okay, when I get to 10, what can I see?
So I'm
Whatever
giving
you can see
myself
down that
next
corridor, which you should see
next
is a
advance
corridor
I get.
with some debris and
Getting
rubbish on it.
fleet-footed,
and,
which means
some
my pace goes
crates
up by
halfway
2
down
and
the
my
corridor.
run dice
I
goes
can
up to
see a
D8
black
instead of
liner behind
D6.
the one crate.
So,
You can see someone crouching behind a
since
crate.
I'm a melee
Yes,
dude, I want to
indeed.
get into the fight quick. Before this, like, kill them all before I get there.
That, actually, I
As
just
Decker
noticed the
says,
time.
where? I don't see.
Yeah, there we go. We'll finish this round and then we'll have to call it. I've just noticed the time myself.
Oh, okay.
Would
It
you wish
is. So
to
it is
move,
over then.
Morgana?
Right, okay.
Okay, you shoot the crate.
I'm gonna Benny that because, well,
Okay.
we got tons of Bennies and we're almost done here.
But we're keeping the bennies for next week, aren't we?
You are.
Oh, you asked Doswelk, I spent.
That's a hit, even with the guy in full cover.
He's a good shot as well as a good engineer.
Indeed, yes.
Well, I'm blasting away with like a 3-round burst. I should hope so.
Okay, well, that's 2 wounds on him. And your colonist is still on the other map. Your colonist will basically get
So
there.
we're fighting a whole
yeah,
group of wild cards.
Indeed. Okay, Black Liner number 2 remains shaken. I'm going to have to spend one of his precious bennies to unshake. He is going to fire back at you, Morgana. And miss. Jinx. Right, Jinx, basically, before running, you get to there. Which means I better give you this map. There you go.
Jinx back.
Okay.
He's back.
So you literally step through the airlock, the door there, and you could. That's what you, as you can see, you just got this long corridor, and you can hear the sounds of a firefight coming further down the corridor.
Are those sandbags in front of Morgana?
They're rubbish bags.
Oh, not going to give you much cover then.
No, indeed not.
All right, so I can see the black liners then?
You can see the black liner, yeah. Bearing in mind, if you want to move any further, you're going to have to run because it was your full pace just to get to the door.
Yeah.
Based on the other map. That black liner, yeah, you can see him. Well, you can't see him from where you are at the moment. You'd have to get to you'd have to run further in to possibly target him. Yeah.
Okay, so I can see black liner 2 then?
You can see the one hiding behind the crate, yes.
Okay.
I mean, again though, you'll need to roll an 8 on your run die to move to where you want to move to.
No, I have hurry still up. My pace is 8.
Yeah, you've already moved 8 to get to there, is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Because I based it on your position on the other map.
16.
But I mean, yeah, that's all I was trying to say is, yeah.
Double the power's listed range. So that's 1 point. 4 points. 1 point. 4 points for that. And damage. Okay, this does not have the increased damage, just the increased die type. So 6
Must be some way out of here. There's the Joker to the thief. Much confusion. Can't get no relief.
If I can see
Oh,
the guy
because
behind
it's
the
last time too. Yeah. Sorry, I was very confused. Yeah.
With the power points I'm spending.
Lemon dick
Okay.
Mother Earth.
So now this is an interesting one. It's a blast, which is a area of effects. The cover doesn't matter, so that's a hit, isn't it?
Correct.
However, you just critically failed.
Well, I didn't spend a Benny. I'm not spending a Benny.
Oh yeah, he didn't need to spend a penny because he hit. Must have been
I'll
lag.
be nice. You didn't need to spend. Yes. I'll be nice and let you not crit fail then.
Okay,
that's a hit.
If I hit him, he's taking damage. Oh, I need to remove that. Oh yeah.
I don't think cover's going to help him, as you literally just.
I think that disintegrated the crate as well, didn't it?
What's that really old cheesy 80s film where people do stuff? Is it Scanners where their heads explode?
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah. It's black.
Kim.
Okay, Blackliner. So the whole point was I was trying to do a tactical one where you actually have to go on hold to get people so they're not out in full cover. So he's going to step out. He's going to shoot Morgana.
Linda is back.
And step back. Get in cover. Hemley, you're up.
Okay.
Certainly can't hit him from there.
I'm going to go there and then drop prone.
There we go. We'll drop you prone. Your colonist is probably out of the run.
He's going to run.
To be honest. I'm going to drop your colonist. He's out of the picture. Roger.
Oh, he's running. He's running.
He won't get there in time to worry about. In fact, all the colonists, I think I'm just going to conveniently just stop and take a breath. So also means Roger can close 2 more airlocks without having to worry about NPCs, you see. And Dan gets to there and stands brilliantly in the middle of the corridor next to Jinx. And Linda's up.
Oh, she'll run. See how far she can get.
Well, basically everyone apart from Roger's on this map now. So 7 inches would get you. 7 inches gets you to there.
Okay.
As you've still got 4 more inches of movement if you want to take it.
Don't know what's happening yet, so I think I'll run to the side.
There's gunfire. You did hear gunfire as you came in. And then as you get to there, you see way down the corridor a big red squelch as someone's literally just sort of bursts apart from the inside out.
Oh, okay.
You come through the door and see a bubble of blood splattering.
Do not cancel move. Right. Accept move. Why won't it let me do anything except set move? Why is that? Right.
Roger doesn't get to move yet. I was just measuring to see how far it would take to get there.
To be honest, do not worry, sir. To be honest, from my perspective, it's easy just to get everyone on one map, isn't it?
Okay, I won't complain then.
I think Roger just comes running for the door going, you want to leave me behind?
So we'll say you got to there, Rog, as you're moving. What do you do next? Mr. Rog, you went last and you're first now, so it's up to you.
I am going to use my shooting skill to make that black liner distracted.
Ooh. So basically
suppressing fire, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Go for it. I like it. S-space data missing from target. Interesting.
I was seeing that too.
Okay, I'm afraid he is not distracted. Unless you're going to spend a penny on it.
Yes, he is distracted, dang it.
Okay, yeah, and I like the way the game actually gave him re-rolling of the 5. Do you want to distract him? You also shake him.
Yes, I do.
You just open fire.
Right, now it definitely is over.
Hail of bullets. And yeah. Morgana's up.
Oh, we got looks like one more round.
Being closer now, so she's just gonna move. She can see him from right behind these garbage bags, right? Or do I need to run to get him in target range? I'll run.
I mean, you can see him from there, but if you can get round the corner, you won't have cover.
Okay, that should take me past where he has cover.
It is indeed.
I'm gonna go with the gun I already had in hand.
Okay, go for it.
I know.
It will show him having cover, but I'll just add your +4 on top if you need it. Which, yeah, hang on a second. Where is he? He is. That's an 11, so that's a hit with a raise. Roll for damage.
Did you add the raise, or did you already?
I've done it. Yeah, I've done it. Basically, I've made it a hit with a raise because you've negated his cover, but it's easy to leave the cover bonus.
Thanks for the follow.
He gets cover from everyone else.
Come on, just as I'm leaving.
That's a wound upon him.
Starfinder is quite an interesting game. I haven't played it yet.
He gets a 14, which gets him to there. You just can't hit the guy. There's a wall just in the way. So, yep, that's all he'll do. Decade, you're up.
Come on.
Mr. Deckard. I should put Mr. Deckard on hold. Himiny, you're up.
Right, okay. I'm going to stand up and run. Oh, you mother... I'm going to roll again. I'm going to Benny it. Yeah, blew the dice. So that's 12, isn't it? 2 for standing up, so 12.
Yeah, 12, yeah. 2 for standing up, 12. Yeah, gets you to there. Likewise, give yourself a +4 modifier, or I'll just don't worry, Mr. Deckard, I'll let you go next. Give yourself a +4 modifier to negate his cover, because that's the easiest way for me to deal with that. You didn't anyway, so I can do it because that becomes a 6.
I put a +4 in it, but I did put a +4 in it.
Oh, you did? You just rolled badly.
Yeah, so I'm going to Benny it.
Go for it.
I'm going to Benny it again. He's got to die before next week.
Well, it does mean I can.
Oh, I didn't put the +4 in that one, so that one's a hit. I didn't add the +4 that time.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Yeah, baby.
Then Deckard can go, I suspect. Oh, 3 wounds, no point.
Oh, yeah, because I already softened him up for you, Himiny.
Thanks.
Okay.
You softened him up and I took his head off. Yeah.
Yep. Should be pointed out the ship is current. You can hear the ship. Well, you can't hear because it's space, but the ship is land. The ship is basically finishing landing just down the end there.
No, we might be able to hear that if the engines are shaking the landing pad and the.
You won't hear it, but you'll feel the effect. Is what I meant, won't you? Yeah. You won't actually hear the engines, but you'll, as you say, you'll hear the reverberations coming up through the ground as vibrations. Yes. Jinx, you're up.
Okay. No enemies, so
I think I'll
just
maybe
run
as fast as you can.
Yep.
You can't catch me. You're the psychic man. Linda, you're up.
Running. Total of 7. There we go.
Okay. The vibrations and reverberations cease as the ship comes to a land. You can hear from where you are the sound of the umbilical starting its process, moving out towards the ship. Daniel gets a joker for you all. Oh, did he actually give you joke? Did he actually say you got the Benny?
No, it didn't work.
No, it didn't. Otherwise, you'd have a Benny, wouldn't you, Himini? So there you go.
And we get to keep the same.
In all fairness, I possibly haven't done the update. That might be the update that's pending for me. That supposedly I think he's fixed it. Oh no, I don't think he has fixed it yet. Anyway, Decade, you're up.
Well, I moved.
Only if we're to fight.
I moved, but it doesn't seem like there's anything to do. So,
well, someone needs to lock that door before it opens. That's what you need to do.
Oh. Well.
Which door? The one that I'm in front of, or the one that's to the north of me?
To the north.
To the north. Okay.
Why on earth did it just... Oh, 13. I was going to say, wait, yeah. I got confused for a second there.
Yeah, that rubbish, you just ran through the rubbish bags for a laugh. He wants to get it.
He leapt over them.
He wanted to he kicked him as he went past, he kicked him and see how much mess he can make.
Like a gazelle.
This was me just mucking around with the FantasyGrounds art packs in an attempt to make a corridor.
It's very good.
Got me to the door and with an electronic...
Line of slightly off because that wall next to us looks like a black wall, but...
Could I secure
the line of sight's slightly off because of the box, I think, but no.
Okay, got me to the door. Can I?
Yep, you do. You secure it. As the big umbilical cord is reaching out. It's like spot on, actually, believe it or not. Whether it's showing up or not is another matter. Okay, you secure the door, blocking access to the station from the ship that lands as the umbilical cord connects.
And then she slumps against the wall because she's got a terrible stitch in her side from running.
Congratulations. And with that, I shall end the session.
Yes! And look what I just got as my advance. We're never going to run again now, are we? We're never going to run again. We're never going to run again, but if we do, I'm going to be fast, right?
Indeed. Congratulations, you have stopped whatever is on board that ship from arriving. If anyone wants to spend bennies to recharge, now's the time to do it because I'm going to reset bennies and adventure cards. So, because you have finished the
I thought it was all...
I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed that one. I shall see you guys.
I'm going to find a box of ammo for everyone.
I'll catch my advance before the start of the next session because I'm always early.
That's fine. Yeah, no, by all means, I'll leave it running if anyone wants to do any updates now. But thank you very much, guys. I will leave it there. I hope you enjoyed that one. So we shall see what the after effects of this is next time as we continue your adventures on Widowmaker and Deadlands Lost Colony. Thanks very much, guys.
Well, even without fleet-footed, Morgana was hauling ass today.
Indeed.
Yep. Excellent. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
It's a Savage Worlds thing. Have you seen the adventure cards? They're really cool.
Oh, good stuff, as always. Right, thanks very much. Speak to you guys later. Bye now.
Cheers. See you later.
They will get that.
Yes, it's time for ending the stream. See you later, everybody.